And welcome back to episode 73 of the Hit the Showers podcast, presented to you by the Foolproof Entertainment Network. As always, I am your host, Clifford Jordan Jennings, here with my point man and co-host, Malcolm negative 153.4 QBR King.
Hey, look, I'll give you that one because the last couple stunts, you've been over 3. So
field goal was good, back. Cliff. You was negative perfect. Negative perfect on that one.
What's going on, though?
Nah, shit. Another week in the bucket.
Yeah. But it's been a busy week in the bucket.
Definitely has been. You know what? I'm going to wait. We going to wait.
Before, I'm about to say, yeah. How you want to tailor it before our...
Yeah, before we hop in, before the family joins up, I would like to first get your take on a big loss that you and the Eagles took over the past week.
Excuse me, give me 1 second. I'm listening. Go ahead. I'm stressed. You can't tell I'm stressed, so just go ahead.
Listen.
The people on audio, you can't see what I'm doing. I currently have a lighter in my hand, so we probably can figure out the rest. Proceed though, Cliff.
Listen, your boy Zach Ertz. They 86'd him. They 86'd your boy. What did they do that for?
Cliff, when I tell you, I'm going to use the word utterly tonight. I am, look, the word of the night is utterly, ladies and gentlemen. When I tell y'all that I'm utterly confused by the move that we just made and the fact that, no disrespect, but it looks like we got a nobody in return. The person that we got is a cornerback, I believe, or a safety. Never heard of him. I don't believe he's a big name. I think we got like another pick too, like a later on pick as well. That was a bad move.
Yeah, I didn't get it. And I thought that was a decent target that Jalen had. Well, I don't mean like a decent target. He's better than decent. But I thought that was somebody that Jalen was decently comfortable with out on the field.
Cliff, everybody was comfortable with. Let me just say this, and I also want to play devil's advocate in a moment too. You know how Gronkowski has always been Brady's safety net, they say, right?
Right.
Zach Ertz has been every Eagles quarterback since he's played safety net. We're talking about a guy that was definitely at least top 3, top 5 tight ends at one point in time. I'm not saying last season, right. But I'm saying at one point he was up there, top 3, top 5 tight ends in the league, arguably. So, anyways, when they traded him, I don't think it made sense. You have Devontae Smith, you have Zach Ertz. I want to point out, you have Dallas Goedert or Goedert. Uh-huh. He's another tight end as well. He's actually pretty good. It didn't make sense to me, Cliff. I was very upset. I think you're the one that actually told me about it, and then I had to look it up. I thought you were playing, and of course it was true. And I think that only makes the Cardinals get better. They're already great. That only adds more.
I didn't get that either. And then you're going to offload them to a team that you're going to have to eventually play against if you plan on getting better.
To the playoffs.
The only thing I could think as far as their rationale maybe possibly would be that their rebuild is going to take a while. And by the time they're ready to contend with the NFC, they don't see him being too much of a factor.
Right.
That's the only thing I could think of, but I mean that's a long shot. That's just me giving them the benefit of the doubt.
Here's what I think it is, honestly, Cliff. I think it's kind of like I'll use this analogy or this expression. I think it's kind of like you meet a chick, y'all hit it off, y'all go steady for a little while, and then there's a new chick in town. There's other options, and you're like, I don't think I want to fully commit to you. And I think that's what the Eagles did. I think the Eagles were never fully committed to him, Cliff, and here's why I say why to Zach Ertz that is. If you remember, I believe it was last season for sure, the year before as well, they had contract issues. Zach Ertz is like, I want to stay. I want to renew a contract.
Right.
Like, let's work this out. And they're like, we don't know. Like, we don't know if we want you. We got our eye on something else or whatever it may be.
But who is it? Who is it?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Now, here's the only rationale that I got. So I talked to my grandfather earlier and my dad. I don't remember which one we had this conversation about, but we also had this conversation. And so one of them told me that their rationale is they think that Dallas Goedert has been the man at that position in Philly recently. And they're like, well, we don't kind of like, I mean, Cliff, we really see it all the time. Cliff, we really see it all the time. I'm trying to think of a most recent example, but what I'm getting at is it's like, okay, the other guy's performing. We feel like he's doing better. What are we paying you for? What do we need you for? Let's get you out of here. You know, I think that's the only thing that I'm telling myself that they must have done.
It's not like he had no crazy contract though.
He didn't have no crazy contract, but they didn't want you to begin with. They were already quote unquote doing you dirty. So I think now when they shipped him off, I'm like, yeah, y'all was never committed to this man. He gave us his all. I mean, I've seen him make spectacular catches. He won a ring with us, Cuddy. You know, he was a good player. He was hardly ever hurt. Y'all doing bad.
And that's the thing.
He gonna shit on us. Watch.
Kyler Murray. You traded him to a team that's
Kyler Murray.
Right. He's gonna have a chance to punish y'all for a little while.
Bro, you have a better, as an Eagles fan, I'm not afraid to admit, you definitely have a way better chance of winning another ring before you retire one day now than you did right in Philly's present day. Now that you're in Arizona.
He might get one this year.
You might get one this year, bro. This might have been the perfect thing to happen for him out of nowhere in his eyes. Really.
That's not a bad team to go to, man.
I'm not crying. If it's me, are you really crying like, man, you might really feel like, man, I grew up in Philly basically as far as my time goes. And yeah, I miss y'all. But you're also like, I'm also not crying about where I'm going, especially where I know where I can be headed. So it's disheartening, Cliff. I mean, he's one of my. What you listening out for?
I thought somebody was knocking on the door or something.
I was just going to end it with it's just disheartening as an Eagles fan. Of course, you don't want to see him go. I feel the same way about this, Cliff, as I feel when they let LaShawn McCoy go years ago. If you remember, you know, he went to Buffalo, Mike's broadcast team. Shout out Mike. Like Mike. But yeah, man, anyways, it was hard. But yeah, it's definitely not great for him. So good luck, Zach Ertz. For real.
I mean, we'll keep it on that because as we know, the trade deadline approaches and it just says on word from ESPN.com, y'all are looking to get rid of linebacker TJ Edwards.
Question mark, who is that?
You don't know.
Don't even know who he. Never heard of him. Never heard. So get rid of everybody.
You ain't no real Philly fan.
Get out of here, boy. I go back to Randall Cunningham and them.
You ain't no real Philly fan.
I take it back. No cap though. I've only been a Philly fan since 05. I'm not gonna act like, you know, I was literally born a Philly fan. It really happened in 05. Right. But yeah, I mean, hey. Cliff, to be honest with you, I mean, and it's kind of like, it's bittersweet about how I feel about the Eagles, and here's what I mean. The bitter part is like when you're doing stuff like this, you're getting rid of Zach Ertz. You know, you're not really picking up any talent, it seems like, you know, really helping us out on offense or defense. But the sweet part is, even though we're losing games, as you can attest to, like, we're not, besides the Dallas game, we're not losing games big. They are close games.
Y'all aren't dead in the water.
We're not dead in the water. We just still have ways to go, but we're not dead in the water. Right. Like, we might be able to give, like you said, Cliff, we might be that team. I think you were talking about.
Like a gatekeeper.
Yeah.
I don't think y'all are quite there, but
yeah,
you could be a team that could knock somebody out of contention.
That's what I'm saying. Let's say you play us and that's the game you got to win to get in or something like that. We might upset you and now you didn't get in. You know, not saying we won't do nothing, but it's all bad.
Doubt it. I highly doubt it. But
listen, we can agree. If Jalen Hurts gets some offensive line to block, because you see him just like Russell Wilson. You see these guys running for their lives, Cliff, on every single play. But these guys are good. They're good at it though. They can make the plays. Right. Overall, it's just after so long, you can. You're gonna get hurt, or you're gonna throw an interception, or whatever. You know what I mean? Don't sleep on us, Cliff. Is all I'm gonna say. But yeah, go ahead. Don't sleep on us though. Don't sleep too much. Don't sleep too much.
What's y'all's record?
Take a nap, but don't sleep.
What y'all 2-4?
And let me verify before you put something out there. Let me see. I believe you're correct. We are actually third in the NFC East, and we are. Oh, I didn't mean to go to that.
They trash, man. The NFC
is trash. We 2-4. Shut up. We 2-4. Hey, you know what? The NFC, I told you, the NFC really is trash this year, but the NFC least we know is definitely the worst. It has to be the
man.
You got the Eagles tied at second at 2-4, and the Giants at third, aka last at 1-5.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, man. I mean, hey, but Cliff, you know what? Not to jump too far ahead. I just want to sprinkle on it, and again, we can get to it when everybody else, the family joins.
For sure.
I know I sound like a hater, y'all. I'm sorry if there's any Cowboys fans out there. I know I just don't like the Cowgirls. Even beyond the NFC East, I just don't like the Cowgirls. Like the Patriots. What I'm getting at is are the Cowboys for real, Cliff? Are they for real? Are they a threat? I
think they could be.
Do you believe in these Cowboys, Cliff?
I don't know that I believe, but I definitely believe that they have the pieces. They have the pieces. The question is, do they gel to be able to knock off the teams they're going to have to knock off to get there?
Because I've seen so many cracks, Cliff, in their games lately. Like, even when they've won, like the close game with the Patriots, right? That was anybody's game for real. So many cracks where it's like, are y'all really I guess what I'm trying to say is it that Dallas really is so good that they are currently 5-1, obviously, and that they're a good team? Or is it that, like, man, Dallas is a good team and they're all right, but they've been sliding by?
I think they're a good team. I think they're a good team. I think that
I feel like they've been skating, man.
I think that there's a bit of that to it. You know what I mean? But a win is a win.
And what's up with Elliott? When are they going to pull that on Elliott, like the Zach Ertz situation, and get rid of him or trade him and just say Pollard's our guy? Because clearly he's the one that's been getting it done.
But I think you need to. I think teams have shown that you need a good, strong two running backs.
Yeah,
and I don't think that they have another guy below him that, could step up into that second role, right?
Right.
So I don't think that that's something that they're going to look at, getting rid of an Elliott. That doesn't really make sense to me. But, you never know.
Yeah, you get the right up. Jerry Jones is a businessman, so he feel like after so long that you just effing his money off, he might be like, you know what? Because you remember those big cuts, Cliff, during the offseason. Do you remember a lot of the big names, some big names, I guess Jerry Jones signed from as free agents? And I guess they weren't panning out the way they wanted in training camp. Jerry Jones cut a few guys on defense. It was defense, but he cut a few like decent names. Yeah, decent names on defense, bro. Like,
I wouldn't doubt it though.
Yeah,
I wouldn't doubt it.
Hey, but who do you think? And it kind of a side note, just came upon me too. Who do you feel like? I'm trying to think. When there's rookie in the NFL, when there's rookie of the year, it's just offensive and defensive? Like, there's no obviously like just rookie of the year, right? Or is it just, I can't try to remember, is it just offensive rookie of the year and then there's a defensive rookie of the year?
I thought there was just one rookie of the year.
See, now I think it's offense and defense, because if I remember, Chase Young won defense last year.
Oh, is that right?
And offense, I'm trying to remember who won that. But yeah, let me double check. The reason why I say
what's the name? It was what's the name, wasn't it? It was Herbert.
Right. Okay, that makes sense. The reason why I'm bringing this up is, man, I know one thing. That man, Trayvon Diggs, even though he plays for the Cowgirls, cornerback, Stephon Diggs' little brother, bro, he finna win defensive player of the year, bro. He's a bad boy, ain't he? You seen him?
You was talking shit.
I was.
You was talking shit about him.
What'd I say? Hold on, re-jog my memory, dog.
I can't remember exactly what you
I was
saying.
listening, though.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
you wasn't really going hard. You was basically just saying that you didn't think that he was it. Like, he was, like, you was basically saying
like
that
average or something.
People was like gassing him up and he wasn't all that. Now I was saying, like, let the nigga cook. Like, the season hadn't really even started before you can say something like that. Look at him, that motherfucker.
Man, shutting shit down. You know what would be interesting? Seeing him go against his brother. Even though he's a rookie. That would just.
And you heard about his story.
Trayvon or.
Yeah, Trayvon, where he was a running back and a wide receiver. And
I didn't know that.
What college was it?
I'm trying to think. Yeah, where did he go to? Was it at Bama? No, it wasn't Bama, was it?
It was Bama.
All right, I thought so.
It was
I
Bama.
thought so.
And the coach,
Saban
had to be, moved him from wide receiver to cornerback and he said he caught his brother crying like he don't know why Coach Saban would make him change his position. And he said his brother was like, nigga, you good enough, so learn the playbook and get to it. And he said now he looking at Coach Saban like, I'm so glad that you ain't let me continue as a wide receiver. Like, that shit crazy.
You know what? That is crazy. And obviously you got some guys like Lamar Jackson who must just really know, like, this is it for me. Like, this is, quarterback.
Remember right. But believe it or not, and I don't mean to cut you off, but those two positions sometimes are interchangeable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you look at Deion Sanders, you look at Charles Woodson. It's a bunch of people that went on both sides of the ball as far as wide receiver and cornerback. It's just with cornerback, like I said on last episode, I think it takes a little bit more to play on the defensive side than the offensive side. So we had to have seen something in him to be like, nah, he could be better on
this side of the ball.
Right.
Yeah. And I didn't know that story until you told me, and that's crazy because he definitely is great on defense. I could have figured he played offenses because of his brother, maybe.
Right.
But he's a beast. I mean,
he was probably like, we don't need two of y'all. We don't need two of y'all on the offensive side. Y'all the same wide receiver. We only need one. Go to, but no, because Stephon would have already been gone by then.
Yeah, they're about 4 years apart. They said like 3 or 4 years apart.
Yeah.
So but either way, shout out Trayvon Diggs. He's definitely doing his thing right now in the Cowboys.
Shout out Mama Diggs. Shit, you got 2 boys in the league.
Hey, amen.
You raised them right enough to make it. So
mama's taken care of, and I believe she's a single mother. So yeah, kudos to her. Kudos to her.
That's what's up, though.
What else you got, though?
Man,
Here comes Les. Here comes Dirty.
There you go.
Speaking of
what up?
What's good, cuz?
There you go.
So, he driving on the
V.
Oh, man, we don't want to witness no. Hey, we don't want to witness no.
Listen, no accidents, no pullovers, police brutality, none of that.
We gotta be careful. This might be video. Because if you right, there might be video they pull in court, man. I ain't trying to look.
Listen,
man.
Hey, man,
right.
I'm a professional. This is what I do.
I know that's right.
Well, hey,
I stay multitasking.
Mm-hmm.
Do that. Let me swipe all the way over so I can see everybody. There we go. Full screen. Let's go.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I can't even remember.
What park over here?
What we just talking about? Oh, we was just talking about
just thoughts. Yeah, just general. Getting it started before we lay into the content and everybody get on.
Yeah, no. I just saw from that the trade rumor shit. The ESPN was talking about when we was talking about the linebacker from the Eagles. That Raiders is looking to get rid of Cleveland Farrell.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm all about that.
You mean Colin?
Not Colin.
Isn't it Colin Farrell?
Cleveland. Colin Farrell is the actor.
Right.
No, I swear. I know what you're talking about. Like I thought his name was really Colin though. No cap.
Nah,
I didn't know his name was
Cleveland. Let me see how you spell it exactly.
Yeah, I always thought it was Colin, bro. No cap. Like I know the actor, but I really thought his name was like similar to the actor.
It's Cleveland. No, it is Cleveland. CLELIN.
Yeah, Cleveland.
Oh, okay. That's why. So I automatically thought the E was a fucking O.
But yeah, it doesn't matter though, because like I was saying, I was talking to my dad about it. This was off podcast, but when we first got him, like, he's not really fast enough at the defensive end. And now that you got Ngakoue and Crosby, I would even start Carl Nassib over Cleveland Farrell on the defensive end. So why keep him?
You park right here.
You don't know. If you don't need them, if you don't need them, you might as well get rid of them. Yeah.
Offload them. Load the players.
Yeah, so I'm definitely about that. I seen that they was throwing in some names that I definitely didn't even like seeing on the trade rumor side, but it wasn't like nothing main, but they was saying like Kenyon Drake and Hayward, or Carr. They said or Carr to get the most out of a rebuild. I definitely wouldn't mind them trying to get rid of Carr. They get a nice little bit for him while he's doing okay, but not making playoffs. and then listen, just see if Mariota can get you there.
Man, I don't. Yeah, I mean,
You gotta get rid of him before people figure out he's a bust. I'm surprised that it's taken this long for people to figure out he's that he's a bust.
But what if Carr goes?
Him and Jared Carr.
Him and
what's it? Jared Goff.
Oh, okay.
All right, go Callie. What up, Callie?
What up, Whoop?
His audio ain't in yet.
Man,
you lacking audio, you lacking video.
Right. Hey, but Cliff, I'm gonna hold this, but I'm gonna just say one quick thing on it because Brittany's supposed to get on, right? Brittany said she's supposed to.
Yeah, she said she hopping on.
I want to ask her what she think about her Browns right now. I just checked the injury report for this week.
Oh yeah, it's tough.
Oh, bad.
It's tough.
Hey, y'all said, y'all can see me?
Yeah.
Callie. Yes, sir.
Mic
check.
Mic check.
Yeah.
1 2 1 2. I just making sure I ain't want to be here looking crazy.
Nah,
we pull out the big bug.
Nah, we gonna wait for Britt to bring that up. What I would like to bring up early, especially since Les was the first one on, I want to bring up that Ravens Chargers game.
Woo, man.
Woo, smoking gun.
Hey, first off, I do want to apologize for picking against the Ravens.
Me too.
Y'all
I did too.
Man, that was an
I
ass
lost money because of that.
Did you? You
I
said
lost
the
money 'cause I
Ravens
put up-
in the picks?
Look.
I said
I
Ravens.
like the Chargers because
less.
I picked on my parlay, right? So I had like an 8 team. I won 6 of them, but then I lost with the Chargers. The reason why I picked the Chargers though, because they was plus like 135, and it boosted my parlay from like a what is it, plus 1,000 to like plus 2,000. It boosted it way up.
That's how they.
So I'm like, oh yeah, I got to go get the money. So I'm like, damn.
So you picked against your own team and lost.
That's bad luck.
Sometimes you gotta do that shit. Sometimes you gotta do that shit though. You know what I'm saying? Like you know, I should have put money. Yeah, it was revenge. You know, but I don't like betting against my own team. But in this rare case, I'm like,
Listen, I was
your boy Hubert
drop.
might come out and sack us.
Herbert.
Bruh.
Herbert.
Fuck it, his name is Hubert.
I always say
Hubert. The way y'all look right now, man, y'all should run with the AFC North easily, man. Like at this point, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, cause
we lost to the Raiders, bro. If it wasn't for that loss, bro, we'd be 6-0. We'd be with the Cards. We'd be only 2 undefeated teams in NFC and AFC out here.
And the Cardinals, man, they dismantled the Browns too. But that, like you said, we'll wait for Brett to get on to talk about that.
We'll wait to talk about that and them Browns because they're in a bad way right now. They're in a bad way right now. But yeah, that I was actually surprised at that Ravens game. Because your boy did throw 2 interceptions in that.
And I picked him for my damn FanDuel thing y'all had me playing on. And man, I thought I would have did better, man. But I messed up and I picked. Who the fuck did I pick that fucked my whole shit up?
You picked Lamar at quarterback?
Yeah, I picked Lamar at quarterback. He gave me like 23 points. That's my first time ever playing, so I know a little bit. That was my first time ever doing any type of fantasy, nothing. I've never done it before. Last week was first time. But I picked Randall Cobb because I thought like the Vikings, I mean not the Vikings, but the Packers were paying the Bears. I'm like, all right, maybe Aaron Rodgers might have one of them games. He gave me 0. And then I picked like Jesse James. He gave me 0. I'm like, all right, I ain't fooling with them no more.
Yeah.
I finished in the middle of the pack. I finished 5 out of 10, which I figured my team, like I had
what's your name,
Adams, bro. Mine was like King 269. It was like a whole bunch of numbers, but it's King something.
It's got verified and do it.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah, I mean, it was a cool little thing.
It was cool. I finished like 7 out of 10, which wasn't bad for like my first time ever doing it. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't bottom of the barrel. I had
a middle of the pack team. Whoever that Trey, whatever it was, they were like number 1, and then the other team like was right behind them.
That dude
Yeah,
hit
it
whoever
was like
won
it
that.
was neck and neck. It was crazy. Nah, because like we had a lot of same players. Let's be real here.
Yeah,
Look,
everybody. I mean,
I seen
I thought that you gotta pick
everybody had
different
Mark
players from whoever.
Andrews. Man, everybody had Mark Andrews. So when he would get a reception and the niggas winning ahead of me, I'm like, oh fuck.
You know what pissed
I'm
me
further
off?
behind the niggas.
I thought it was like I didn't know that we all could pick the same players kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like I thought if somebody picked one
Bro,
player, they was off the table and you had to pick somebody else.
Nah, it's not a whole
bro,
draft.
that
It's
shit
just
was
a-
hella open.
Nah, but I was
Just you're just
talking
picking
about
players, bro.
Everybody could have had, Kyler
The same
Murray
exact
or-
players, bro, and we would have all.
But it
Yeah, we all
usually
could have had
don't
the
never
same
be
exact
like
players,
that.
bro.
When it came down to like the defense or something like that.
Nah.
'Cause I had the Cowboys defense, which did pretty good. I was happy, but then I
told
realized,
you.
look at the thing. I'm like, it was like 3 other people with the Cowboys defense. I said, oh,
Listen,
man.
I
this
told
ain't-
you the Cowboys is gonna have a good defense this week. I actually picked Gates.
Yeah.
I picked Antonio Gates as the tight end, and Britt was
What?
trying to tell me
I thought he was retired.
not who the fuck am I thinking? Who's the
Who
Chargers?
you talking
other,
about,
tight end?
Oh, you talking about Jared
Chargers.
Cook?
Cook, yeah, the ex-Raider.
Jared Cook.
That's who I'm thinking.
Yeah,
of.
he
said
Antonio
Antonio.
fucking Gates.
Ex-Packer.
I'm like,
Ex-Packer.
I thought he was gone.
Fuck
Nah,
all
he's
that.
ex-Packer.
But Britt was like, going for
He's
him. I'm like,
ex-Packer.
nah, Cook gonna have a game this week. He had 2 touchdowns. That nigga had like 5 or 6. I was like, yeah, y'all lucky I couldn't get verified. I'd have been y'all's ass this week. In y'all's
It's cool. I'm
ass.
a rock for the next
I was
week,
just-
so
I
I'm
was
a rock for the
upset.
next week.
Yeah, I'll rock with it. Tay Adams, man, Aaron Rodgers, bro. You gotta get him the ball, bro. You was slacking, bro. Who would they play? Like Minnesota or something? Who they play this week or last week?
Chicago.
Bro, Chicago, and then they lost to Chicago. That was the worst part. Like, what? Who do they have? They traded their team away. Like, what? Oh my gosh.
The back to see Chicago this week.
You said
That
what?
was remember Aaron. I was gonna say that was when Aaron Rodgers. I guess he got into it with a fan. He's like, I own y'all. I've been owning y'all. Like,
Oh yeah. No, they did win that. Who did they play then? Who
yeah.
the fuck did they beat on?
They
Minnesota? Was it the Vikings?
That was Chicago. They played this week. I know that for a fact because
Oh yeah,
It
you're
was
saying
like-
he
it
owned
was a
y'all
good-
when he scored that
Yeah,
Russell
I didn't even
touchdown.
write
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. When he came in, he did the little, his little belt thing. And I guess he said some lady said something to him crazy. He was like, man, I own y'all. I've been owning y'all. I was like, I mean, it'd be kind of cool when you see a dude that really is that talented just talking crazy. Like,
It's the NFC
cool.
North, man. The
Back
Bears have did nothing the last 30 years, bro. They've did nothing. So
I ain't gonna
he has the
lie,
right
like,
to say. He has the right to say that.
the NFC is pretty mediocre this year, man. Like, if you really look at it top to bottom compared to the AFC,
Soft.
yeah, man.
Soft. I mean,
I feel like
a dark
I feel like
horse.
the Bengals could beat a lot of the Bengals could probably beat like 3/4 of the
amount of
NFC teams.
They could. They're looking pretty good. I don't know who they have on
NFC's
defense, but how the
trash.
fuck are they scoring?
It is. It's down
How is the Bengals scoring? Like, how they scoring? Like, is Joe Burrow this good? That's the question.
He is, man.
Joe Burrow
He is.
really this good?
And Chase,
I think
I think
Burrow's
Chase
nice.
helped him out coming
Jamar
there.
Chase, hell yeah, boost his confidence.
Hey, Joe Burrow
Is
pulled the
Bengals really
VIP
this
move.
good?
He pulled the VIP move. He's like, yo, listen, bring my guy in. Like, I don't care about that offensive line. Bring my guy. Like,
That's
you got to think
one
like,
He
person.
He
That's
proven
one
it
person.
too. But it don't
Yeah,
matter
I
if that's
think-
your. If you know, listen, because you got to think. He played with the motherfucker in college. He knows
For like
his
2-3
routes,
years, yeah.
He knows his steps. So if he knows,
at timing, yeah.
right, if he knows from a year ahead of him coming to the NFL, like, oh, my nigga beat him on that route. I know it.
Yeah.
Give me him. I'll hit him every time. And it's happening. It's happening. Like, he's making,
Yeah,
like,
man.
Jamar Chase has a chance of winning Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, he had to
I can
drop
say that.
these a little
I like
bit,
that.
and now I think he over it now. And then you got to remember too, Joe Burrow is older. Like, he came into the league, he was like 23, 24. So he's 2-3 years older than the average, person that comes
Yeah.
into the league as a rookie.
Right.
And then he went through
Yeah.
a lot of adversity already. Like, he sat on the bench at Ohio State.
He
then
tore
went
his
to
shit.
LSU and all
He
that.
tore his shit week 6. Tore his
Right.
shit. Shout out the whole rest of
I
the
ain't gonna
year.
lie, man. Like, dude he's a gamer, man. Like, I was skeptical about it, but honestly, you know, looking back on it, with his age and the way he came in looking as a rookie, I wouldn't doubt it. Like, if he's gonna be right up there in the mix as far as just top QBs, because he's that talented. It's just that he came out of nowhere because he never really got his shine, and then it's like they had that 1 year, and they had arguably one of the best college teams ever. Statistically, LSU that year they smacked everybody, literally smacked everyone, but through the playoffs, smacked everybody. Like,
Right.
and he doing the same. I mean, I'm not saying he's doing the same thing, but he's showing the same talent. You know, most times when you see somebody do something like that in college, they don't come to the NFL, and that talent doesn't project that fast like it did with him. It's like this rookie year, you seen it. It was like, oh, okay, it is. He's legit.
You definitely ain't seeing it with Trevor.
Nope.
No,
He 27th in the league with QBR quarterback right now.
Right. And it wasn't like Burrow went to the best situation. He went to the Bengals. I mean, he went number 1 overall, so you know.
Actually, he did go to the best situation. He's not from that far from where was it Atkins, Ohio?
Yeah.
He's not far from where he grew up at. So actually, it's kind of like staying at the crib.
Oh yeah, bro.
That's like getting drafted to your home city. Like, that's kind of dope. That's an ideal situation.
But it's
low market.
Jacksonville not far from South Carolina either, but still, like, I mean, best situation, like, as far as football team wise, not like geographically.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah, I just meant football team wise. He was still number 1, so he went to the worst team in the league as it was, you know.
I don't give a fuck if I got the opportunity to play for the team I come from. I don't want to go to Cincinnati.
Oh yeah, no, not Cincinnati.
Bro, you gotta think about it this way. I had to look outside the box. If you go to Cincinnati, Jacksonville, let's name a few. Cincinnati, Jacksonville, Miami, Detroit. Like, and then let's say even Minnesota. Let's throw Minnesota in the mix. You gotta look at the tax bracket because these guys go to these like Miami, the Tampa Bays. Everybody wants to go to LA, all these places, right? The taxes that you pay, bro. When you're a rookie quarterback, you're living check to check to check to check to check. Like, it's already bad. But when you're LA taxed at like 49%, bro. Yeah, bro, you're really making nothing. So then you're getting your ass.
You're thinking of it from a different perspective.
Yeah,
bro, you're getting your ass whooped.
What I wanted to say in regards to that aspect of things, not really the tax bracket, but the media. Like, you know, depending on if you go small market or big market, like you go to certain cities, you get drafted to a certain team where it's a bigger market. Like if you get drafted to the Raiders, that's in Vegas. Like you get drafted to the LA Rams, like that's LA. Like the scrutiny that you deal with on a week-to-week basis is different than if you went to like a Minnesota or Detroit, something like that. First off, your games aren't going to be they're not broadcast as much. I mean, and then you know, like Zach Wilson going to New York, like New York, man, like it's like, yo, everybody in New York was like, yo, get a kid some time. As soon as we ain't even in game 6 yet for the Jets, and everybody like, yo, he's a bum, get him out of here. Like,
he's a bum.
Quarterback. I'm like, bro, like, give him a chance, and he's not even a problem.
It ain't even been a year.
Yeah, they don't even let him try to breathe.
Man, listen,
they ain't even give him a season.
They don't care. Like New York is gonna just,
you're not winning.
They're gonna put you on an electric chair every week. Every week, man. Like, you ever get a chance, man, go on a week to week and just look at the daily news. It's the daily news in New York, man. At the back page is always the Jets and the Giants and the sports. I'm old school from that, going to get the newspaper stuff,
and the
man.
Rangers.
The Rangers, man. Listen, they get crucified every week, man. Like, it's crazy. Like, versus being like Trevor Lawrence being in Jacksonville. I mean, yeah, there's media out there, but he don't got to deal with stuff that someone in a bigger market has to deal with. So I think he's in the worst situation because of Urban Meyer, of course, but we'll see.
I mean,
I don't even
know
if
it's
tricky.
I think y'all are still looking at it from a different perspective as well, right? Because who really gives a fuck, right? Like, the player that gives a fuck about
Urban.
what they hear in the back of the New York Daily News is not the player I want on the team.
Right.
Like, are you reading the fucking newspaper about what they're saying about you last week? Get the fuck, go sit on the bench.
Yeah, no, yeah, I know what you're saying. Like, you gotta have thick skin to be
right. Like,
I
don't think that those are. I don't think those are qualifiers or eliminators for whether or not you're in a good place. No, fuck that. Does my squad have a decent coach? Does my squad have weapons? Does my squad have the ability to make the playoffs within the next 2 to 3 years with me at the helm? Those are all questions I ask. I don't give a fuck about a tax bracket. I don't give a fuck about how ruthless your fan base is. And I don't give a fuck how close to home I am. Motherfuckers are here for either legacy or money.
Or both.
I don't know, man. I feel like the geographical area in which you're going does play a part. Not as a rookie. As a rookie, you get drafted to. As a rookie, you get drafted where you go.
Mike then spoke Mike up.
Small as one of
What up, man?
Nothing. Can you hear me now?
Yep.
What's going on, brother?
Both mics hopped in at the same time like some M&Ms.
Hey,
can't have one without
excuse
the
me,
other.
I'm in the dark right now, but bear with me. I'm gonna go to some light.
Hey, Nassib was too, Mike. It's all right.
He's stupid as fuck, man. I'm done with Mouth.
You know what? I'm gonna stay in the dark on that one.
Hey, we don't judge. Cliff, what's our moniker? We love everybody.
Y'all stupid as hell, man.
We don't judge.
Right.
But don't drop the soap.
Whoa.
Kick that
What's
bitch
up,
along. Kick that bitch.
What was we talking about?
Please talk.
But we just talking about like geographical area.
Oh yeah. Fuck all
markets,
that.
Like the big market, small market.
Count Drago didn't even fucking lose to Rocky or Apollo Creed. They lost to fucking Clubber Lang.
I mean, here's the deal. Right? So Derrick Henry owed us one because we have shut him down the last 6 times we've met the Titans. All right, so he owed us a game. It was a Monday night game in Tennessee, so another back-to-back road game, and the Bills went for the win at the end of the game instead of kicking the field goal. I will support that shit every fucking time. Josh Allen slipped on a goddamn quarterback sneak, and that's the only reason we lost that game because Josh Allen slipped.
Y'all lost because the refs fucked y'all twice. They fucked y'all on that hold on that punt run back. First of all, it wasn't a hold. He had him a bit. Was not a hold, though.
Right.
Secondly, when Josh Allen dove for that first down on the sideline,
they fucked him on the spot. He was ahead of it.
He definitely passed the yard mark, and they caught him back a half an inch. That's really what fucked them. But
no doubt.
As we always say in boxing, you take the game out of the judge's hands.
No, I completely agree with that. And then again, at the end of the day, Derrick Henry did what he needed to do. And I thought we could handle him because we bottled him up the last 6 times we'd met them.
Yeah.
He got a third of his total yards on one fucking carry. Yep. And you can't give up big plays and win. And honestly, the thing that killed me about his big run, he broke through the front line or through the first line, and there was nothing in front of him. Where the fuck was our safeties and our linebackers?
It was a clean
taking a nap.
And they didn't even have enough speed to break to him that he had to hit the hole and be gone.
And honestly, the tight end got got away with the hold on Poyer. But Poyer wasn't going to tackle fucking Henry. Right. So, I mean, at the end of the day, the Bills should have done more to win that game. Did I call it or did I not, though, that this was a big-time hangover game for them after stomping KC and that this would be a dogfight, and it was. They just came out on the other end of it.
Yeah, you said that they might be overlooking this one a little bit, too. Who y'all play next week?
I mean, the schedule gets easier from here. Who do we got next week?
I didn't see the Bills. Do y'all have a
He said it gets easier from here.
I mean, that's because we're playing the Jets, the Dolphins, the Patriots.
They
Like,
said that
have
probably
a
week
bye
one.
or something.
yeah, we have a
That's
bye
like the
this
whole
week. That's why I'm not
AFC.
remembering.
That's your whole division.
Right. We have one game left against. I actually think we have 2 games against most of our division. I think we played the Jets, or we haven't played the Jets. We played
Did
the
y'all play
Dolphins.
New England yet?
I don't think we've played New England. I can't remember.
So y'all got to play us
No, I
twice,
think
and
we
you
have
got to play
England.
New England twice.
Right. And who the fuck drew up this schedule that all of the divisional games in the AFC are at the end of the fucking year?
Why
Yeah,
is
I
I
seen
seen
that.
that
It's dumb.
too? I seen that. Like
Well,
that's
no,
dumb as shit.
we play the Patriots early, but then we play everybody else kind of late because
Right.
we play the Patriots again next week. But we played them twice in the first like 7 weeks.
Right. And Britt and the Browns are just as bad having to go Baltimore bye week Baltimore. Like, what the fuck?
Fuck is
I
that?
seen that. Yeah, the AFC North hasn't played against each other yet, neither have they?
No, just
Oh.
Cleveland and Pittsburgh. Cleveland and Pittsburgh was or was it Cincinnati? It was Cleveland. Cleveland and Pittsburgh was the only division that has occurred in the AFC North. We play Cincinnati this week, so we're gonna whoop that ass. Joe Burrow's gonna take another L.
There go that evil twin, Mike Brown and his evil fucking twin. What you got? Your phone and your computer on?
Right, Mike, what are you doing?
I'll shut it off.
Oh,
Are we good to go now?
Your
you gotta
phone
check
is
the
still
iPhone.
on.
You echoing.
All right, hold on. Let me shut it off.
You gotta sound like the old DJ Clue mixtape. DJ Clue.
That's his fault.
DMX, sir.
Stupid.
All right, let me
Let's
shut
get
this
it
off.
on.
But yeah, no, I mean that was a good game. I think that the refs definitely hated in that fourth quarter, and I was definitely thinking to myself like, oh, they want Tennessee to win.
Man, I'm pissed. I missed the majority of that game.
That was a good one.
I caught some of it, but man, I had like a 7:00 meeting in the morning, and I'm
always
like,
fall asleep. I always fall asleep on the second half and gotta rewatch the highlights to see what I missed.
yeah, I was watching the game, and then the game ended up watching me. I was knocked. I didn't even know it. Yeah.
That's every game.
Yeah, it's Monday, bro. It's
the Monday night games. The Monday night games is rough because you figure you up to about 11:30, 12. It's like I gotta get a certain amount of sleep for me to even function.
Dude.
Yeah, bro.
The Sunday night games are awful. And especially
I'm over on Monday. I love those. I love that.
I don't
like
the
that
Bills,
40 minutes.
The Bills in that hour-long delay at halftime the week before against KC. Dude, I was up to 1:15 watching that guy.
I can't. I can't do all that.
See, I'm off on Monday, so it works out in my favor. But most of the time, I already be trashed by the time the Sunday night game come on anyway. So I end up watching that on Monday morning, like, oh, okay, what happened? Because if the Jets play at 1, most likely I'm probably heavily intoxicated by halftime.
Right, that's what I was about to say. By the time halftime, man.
And when we played Tennessee at 1, oh man, I was finished. I was done. Listen, we won. Babe had one, got like 500 on the pull tab. I was like, Mo Jameson, Mo Biz, let's go.
That's why you enjoy it, because you're off on Monday.
Yeah.
Yes, man. But I gotta sacrifice every Saturday while y'all watching OSU and watching doing tailgating and all that good stuff. I'm at work. Like
I don't even watch college no more. I just stopped watching college because I be busy during the day. I be busy as fuck during the day. Like I be running around on Saturdays and shit. I be trying to catch highlights.
LSU game was something though. I can't get over that. That was a good game.
I mean, the last several weeks,
I love college
games,
ball too,
especially in the evening and afternoon. Like there have been close games. Like even the Stanford game, which was like Stanford Washington State, that nobody gives a fuck about either one of those teams. It was still a good game. Like watching the last quarter or whatever.
I don't want to get too much on college, but I did want to ask, like, did anybody see that Alabama game when they lost to Texas A&M? Like, isn't that like their second, third time? Isn't like their second, third? It's like their second or third time losing to them, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't get that.
They lost to them. They lost. It's between them and Ole Miss. Alabama always loses to either them or Ole Miss. There's something weird about it. Can't put my finger on it, but Ole Miss and Texas A&M always end up beating them. It's weird. I don't know why.
Yeah, I mean,
A&M, I think it's just because they have. I mean, their offense is potent, and it's a hard offense to stop. Like they're air raid all over the place, and
I don't even know much about them.
Speaking of air raid, Texas, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, damn. One of the game I want to talk about, but I'm forgetting 2 Oklahoma quarterbacks was in that game from that whole kind of air raid system. But we're gonna hold off
Baker
on that.
Mayfield and Kyler Murray, the Browns.
Yeah. But yeah, I guess we holding off on that as well. What other game happened?
Oh yeah, the Browns and the Cardinals. Listen, at this point, I don't know if Britt's showing up. She might have to take her licks and hear about it. Cause yeah.
I'd like to ask you a question. Are we live?
Yeah. Hey, I know there's no Giants fans amongst us.
We've been live.
Oh, all right.
There's no Giants fans amongst us.
Y'all was already live?
Bad.
Yeah.
Hey,
show goes on when the show goes on, man.
What? Listen, what the
man?
This nigga thought we was gonna wait for you to start the show.
Right.
Nah, I remember this shit around 8:00 shit, and then I was like, I was reading the group message, and I'm like, over 8:00, cool. I'm like, the storm will start at 8:00, so I pulled up at like 7 minutes before. That started at 7:30.
Yeah, 7:30. 7:30's the start. The hard
It's
start.
a school night.
Yeah, 7:30 start.
My bad. I didn't want to detour, but we off that detour. What's going on? What's popping? What's next, man? I got some stuff I want to say.
I wanted to ask her, like, what was y'all opinion on that Giants game, man? Because the Giants got smacked. Like they look really bad. Do you think that
not the Patriots. The Dallas played the Patriots.
Dallas played the Patriots. I was happy that New England lost. Like I was rooting for Dallas. Now, I'm not a Cowboys fan, but any team the Patriots play, I root for the other team. I want the Patriots to go 0-16 for the rest of my life.
They play who?
Giants,
Chargers.
No.
It was last week.
The Rams. It was the Rams.
Rams. Sorry. Yeah, the Rams. My fault. I knew it was
why was the Giants actually leading? I watched that game, like parts and pieces of it, and I said, what the?
Because my guy,
the Rams is losing to the Giants.
Saquon Barkley.
That had to be
Saquon Barkley got hurt that game.
Saquon Barkley got injured. He
still did his thing before he got injured, didn't he?
No.
Yeah, I don't know. That might have been the beginning. Giants got smacked. Like they got whooped when it was all said and done.
38-3 or something.
My guy Kadarius Toney been showing out. Oh, there she
is.
Brady joined.
Oh yeah.
What's up?
What's going on? Now, before we get into your Browns, I do want to point out, Britt, that you whooped everybody's ass last week.
I did?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah, we did a total of 7 picks. You got 6 out of 7. The only one you missed was the Browns and the Cardinals.
Wow.
And we knew that was gonna get smacked.
Kylie,
we knew
you
it.
came in second. The only ones you missed were the Chargers, Ravens, and the Bills, Titans.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, what's going on with them Browns, man?
Said the Titans.
Everybody hurt.
Did you guys watch the game?
No. Yeah, I watched. I didn't watch all of it.
Okay, so
no.
I guess I'm the only one that watched the game.
I think I did.
You talking about your Browns game?
Yeah.
The Browns. I watched it.
Yeah, I think I did.
Okay, so can we all come to the consensus that, and this goes back to something that I said in a previous show, can we come to the consensus that the refs were hating just a little bit?
What do you mean?
I don't want to hear you.
They're the Browns. They're the Browns.
Wait, did we go back to the Bills game where the officials literally dictated the end of the game, or
no?
About the fucking Browns who lost half their team?
Okay, here's what I think. And this is what I will say. This is what I'll say.
Amen.
I won't say what games refs were and weren't hating. I will say the Bills for sure. That was just blatant. But I feel like it's been a issue with the NBA as well, where the refs try to overplace themselves in the game when they need to just stay the fuck out of it. And I think you're seeing a lot of that with these bogus holding and pass interference calls that you're getting on every other play. And it's like, what the fuck? Like, can the boys play the game at some point? And I think that does translate to a lot of teams that are like the Browns, unfortunately, and the Bills because of where they are statistically.
And to be clear, like when Dawson or when Knox ran that end around, Emmanuel Sanders was holding the fuck out of that dude. Like, cool with that call because his hands were outside. He had behind the back almost on the jersey.
Right.
Cool. On the kick return, there was no hold.
Well, he grabbed he grabbed him a little bit to turn him, but he didn't hold it. Like he pulled him and let him go, and he still had his hands in front of his chest.
Had no impact on the play at that point.
Exactly. They were he was 20 yards away from the running back. That's why I was like, that's crazy. But yes, there has been an influx of unnecessary calls that have come from the referees. I will agree with that.
So
I think it'd be the untimely calls too.
Right.
It just changes the momentum of the game. It's like if it's third and something, your defense get a stop, then they call some old bogus stuff, or your offense get a conversion, and then they call holding, and it's like, man, they do it at the most untimely situations, and you look at it, you be like, man, that was a BS call, and then it ends up just changing. It swings the whole momentum of the game in some cases, especially on the third downs.
Right, giving them opportunity after opportunity.
Right.
We one play that really stands out to me was I think we had a roughing the passer play, I believe, that they called on us, and I could be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure there was a roughing the passer, and it was like he barely got touched, like he didn't fall or nothing. Like,
oh, I remember that call, and you're right.
Was
you're
it
right.
down in the dark side of the field? You know how the game had the shadow on that one side of the field, like for half the game?
I can't really say right now if it was shadowy or not, but there was definitely a rough in the passer call that was like, come on. Like, so my thing kind of goes back to this. I mentioned it before. I think it was last week even. I was just like, I don't feel like they're ready for the Browns to win big games.
As far as the NFL goes?
Yeah, like, what's your issue, Malcolm?
It sounds like a boo-hoo sad story.
Huh?
It sounds like a boo-hoo sad story. They holding us back. They don't want to see us.
No.
They can't let us be great. I mean,
we just talked about it. The refs can dictate a game, even if it's not like enough of those little plays, enough of those little calls will change the momentum for a team. Now, that is not the only thing that I saw as far as the game goes. I just feel like in general, the Browns just don't get those big wins. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just don't. Like, they don't get those wins against the undefeated team yet. Now, but I don't feel like, I can name numerous things that were wrong with that game where it was just like, okay, we didn't stand a chance. And it wasn't just the play calling. Baker Mayfield he didn't look good. He looked average or below average as a QB. Not to mention,
like a commercial.
Not to mention.
Now I think he was saying more so like he looked like the commercial, like, yo, dude, he need to focus more on the field than the commercials, pretty much.
Okay.
No, what I wanted to say is like I think that he thinks he's more athletic than he is. I think if he really honed in on what he can do versus what he think he can do, he would be a lot better off. Like the little scrambling and certain stuff that he tried to do, it always goes wrong when he does that. It's a strip sack. It's something crazy happens whenever he tries to be too athletic. Like the Peyton Manning, the non-athletic dudes, they don't want to just curl up, take the sack, and just say, okay, I'm gonna go to the next play.
That's the difference between Josh and between Josh and Baker. Josh is strong enough to, one, throw that ball back across his body, and two, take a couple of hits and still hold on to the damn ball.
Josh is like he's what is he like 6'5", 6'6"?
Yeah, he's like 250.
Yeah, 6'6".
Yeah, man. Oh, Wyoming bred, been hauling hay his whole life and all that. Like that's a whole different thing.
But
Baker Mayfield just got that chip on his shoulder. He's a competitor, but he has to know his limitations.
To defend him, though, he has to. He has to. He can't. He has to. He's not in a team. He's not on a team where he can just curl up every time that pocket collapses. Right. He has to do that. He has to roll out. He has to do all the things that he is doing, whether he is or is not athletic. I guess what it comes down to is, like Mike says, you may need to improve your strength or at least be on high alert every time you roll, because you can't have your arm out to get smacked, because you may not be strong enough to grip that ball when somebody hits your arm to hold it. So keep it closer to you until you're ready to release. Those are small things that
we've seen it. He fumbled.
Yeah.
He looked like Carr out there in that game. Like he just looked like Carr finds a way, I feel like, at least to me, to sabotage a game. And that's what Baker looked like in that game. Like you were in it, but then you found a way to sabotage it.
And let me say something else about Baker.
No,
My bad, Callie.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. That's just flawed.
My other issue with Baker is this. He does really well with a certain type of pass, a certain type of receiver. Clearly, Odell Beckham is not that type of receiver. And I'm just going to explain why, in my opinion. Doesn't mean it's fact. So Odell Beckham Jr. is the type of person, put a couple moves on somebody and outrun them. He's going to have a step or two over them, right?
Right.
Might not necessarily be a large amount. Like he might not have 5-6 steps over him, but he's going to have a step or two over them.
Tight window.
So you're going to have to put it on his shoulder when you throw that ball, right?
To throw him over.
Baker, that is his weak. Yeah. That's his weakness. He cannot that's not his pass. The only way he would be able to hit a receiver in that type of way is they need a clear-cut lead. They got to have 6 steps. It's not going to be on some Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers will put that shit right where it needs to be. You got two feet on him. Aaron Rodgers is going to get you the ball. You open in his book.
Right.
That's how Odell Beckham Jr. plays. That's what he's good at. Baker cannot get him the ball like that. Right. He wants Odell Beckham Jr. to play like Jarvis Landry. The way Jarvis Landry plays works great for Odell Beckham Jr. He's a slasher. He's going to cut through the
Baker Mayfield.
He's going to cut through the middle, and that's what Baker.
Tyreek Hill type guy. He needs more of a slot type guy, a Tyreek Hill type, that speed that can make the cut and be 3 steps ahead of somebody.
Listen, your boy Donovan Peoples-Jones. He been getting a lot of love out there, and he's been that game. I wrote his stats down. I looked them up. I was so impressed. He had
he had that Hail Mary,
101 yards, 2 touchdowns.
He had that Hail Mary at the end of the
average. And that Hail Mary was awesome because the Cardinals did the same thing to end the game against the Bills last year on the same shit. So
you're right. Applause,
yeah.
But that was only at halftime.
Thanks, Mike.
To win the game.
Yes, I wish it was to win the game.
Right.
I wish.
Yeah, me too.
I wish.
I think in regards to like the Baker Mayfield stuff though, like with Jarvis Landry. Jarvis Landry is like he's a field surgeon. He has the whole route tree under his wing, so he knows how to really he don't actually have to create the separation, but the way his route running is, it creates that for him where there's like a comfortability to it. It's like how Jamison Crowder is with us. Like he's a slot receiver, but he's so good at what he does, he creates a comfortability, like almost just like a safety blanket for a quarterback. Whereas Odell is more of an explosive player, like you said. You gotta just trust that he's gonna get the ball. Like he's gonna do what he got to do to win that 1-on-1, and I don't think Baker is trusting that at this point. He's just gonna throw him that and let him
go to him right. I don't think he can throw it to him right in the type of way he needs it. I don't think he can throw it to him. He likes that kind of going across his body a little bit. Somebody flashing in front of him, like that's his type of.
You mean like just throw it in the little angle and they just kind of run.
That's where Baker is excellent. Wait till Jarvis Landry comes back. He'll be throwing him all types of passes. Just like that. Now the crazy thing is, hold on, I got one more thing. The crazy thing is they do try to send Odell Beckham Jr. in those same routes. It's not his strong point. And that's where we seen him drop a couple passes that he should have had. Jarvis Landry would have caught some of those passes on fourth down. Odell Beckham Jr. dropped them.
And that one drop he had when I was right there. That was like a little quick slant.
Yeah, those slants he's not good at.
I've seen that.
Boom, boom, and Jarvis Landry would have caught that all day. Like it's in traffic. That's his strong point, though.
But that's what I'm saying. That's not Odell's strong point. That's why he doesn't succeed in the Browns atmosphere, because his strong points are not being played to, and he doesn't have a quarterback that is good at that. That's his weakness.
Right. No, I agree. I agree with that, but I do have to make
Browns people.
I do have to make one comment about Browns fans. How quickly were they on OBJ's side when he made his one catch of the fucking game? The whole stadium is chanting OBJ, and then he's hurt for the rest of the game. Y'all will talk so much shit on him, and then he makes one fucking play, and everybody's back in his corner for about 30 seconds.
No. We want to see OBJ do well. We know what he's capable of, so we would be silly to not champion him.
So you know what the Browns should do?
He's an old man. He's an old man.
You know what the Browns should do, man? I got it right here. Boom. Browns blockbuster trade. Browns should trade OBJ to the Rams.
For
the Rams.
For who?
For whatever the Rams. You know the Rams will give you whatever. Why is there a big ass raccoon right here?
That motherfucker live out by that house, boy.
Hey man, no. I'm trying to tell you. Hey, I'm sorry. I ain't mean to go off subject, but I got a whole goddamn Jumanji going on over here. Like, that lives under the front, a raccoon lives in the back, and then we got a stray white cat that lives somewhere in between them. I don't know if these motherfuckers are
neither one of those is on Jumanji, though.
I don't know, man, but they all animals and they sharing a house. Like they just sharing a whole little undercut. But
first of all,
I think the Rams should go for OBJ. Cause that would be crazy if the Rams get OBJ.
No. But what are they giving up though, Callie?
Really?
What are they giving us?
The Rams give up whatever they give up. They give up their draft for 2028 if you want.
Well, we want Stafford. Give us Stafford.
Hell no.
I thought
Brittany was your. I mean,
I thought they was giving up anything.
Okay, quick question.
I said draft picks, not the players. The Rams give up draft picks, not players.
Quick question based off that conversation we had about OBJ. So,
give you Baker and OBJ for Stafford.
No,
absolutely not.
It's like that would be damn.
Give us Cooper Kupp. We'll take Cooper.
No, he's the best. No, we're not getting a West receiver in the fucking league right now.
But you know what? That's funny though.
That's not a fair trade.
Because that is the player that Britt's talking about. Because this was what my question was going to be. Do you think that Antonio Brown is a master route runner?
No.
Not at all.
He was good until that Burfict hit him. He was a good route runner.
He was good, but he was never. I don't consider him.
Never a master route runner.
Now you know what? You know what's funny is the players that end up being master route runners now are the Cole Beasleys.
Yeah, the slots.
The Hunter Renfrow. The Cooper Kupps, right? Those are the players. Those are the players that can run a route, and even if your quarterback can't quite get you on that route, they know enough about the route how to break off and where to go to for that quarterback. It's funny because when Britt was talking about Baker Mayfield rolling out and needing to throw across, I was thinking to myself, like, the Cleveland Browns playbook must look like narcoleptic homework. Like a post that just falls off of the page eventually. Because no route ever ends when you have a quarterback like that. You run a route and then it ends fading into the direction that you see that quarterback rolling into. The best wide receivers to do that are the Renfros, the Beasleys, all those players like that. And when Britt said we'll take Cooper Kupp, that's the perfect example of someone that Baker Mayfield could benefit from on that team. That might actually be a decent trade because I could see the vice versa
giving up
happening
no
as
Cooper
well. Because look at how Antonio Brown looks with Brady.
Some of the best route runners, though, are the most. I'm not gonna say the most, but out of the wide receivers that you have to pick from, the best route runners typically are less athletic than the freakish athletic ones. They're the ones that is just gonna put them on a white out and let them just do what they think.
Number one receiver. That's why.
The best route runners is the ones that go underneath and do all the little dirty work and stuff because they could just hit that bing bing and go. Right. But your best,
that's
your best
why
athlete, you want them out there on a one-on-one, like get that jump ball, do this, do that.
But he has it though. That's why he has Landry. Going back to Baker, he has Landry. He's the best route runner and he's good in the slot. Odell Beckham Jr. is probably more athletic, the freak athlete. And like I said, he does not know how to work with those freak athletes yet.
He's the old
really
man.
Doesn't.
OBJ's the old man.
And let's
not beat the brownie horse.
Hey, but let me say this.
Oh man.
No, I give him props, Les. I really do. He's a good wide receiver.
He's an old man. He's an old man.
He's not an old man, but
35.
The trade rumor that I've been hearing. The trade rumor that I've been hearing as far as ODB, Odell Beckham Jr. is.
Speaking of that, I need to watch the Wu-Tang Saga tonight.
The last trade rumor. The last trade rumor was they were thinking about trading him to the 49ers for Garoppolo. That's the last one I read.
That trading who?
That would make sense.
Odell Beckham Jr. to the 49ers for
Jimmy Garoppolo.
Yeah.
Why? Because y'all don't like Garoppolo
go to the Browns. Odell go to the 49ers because the 49ers is going to run with Trey Lance anyway. If the Browns get Garoppolo, trade on Baker.
Don't like Case Keenum?
No, it makes sense.
I think Case Keenum can win on Thursday, honestly. I think he can win. I mean, Case Keenum took the Minnesota Vikings.
Stringer. Right.
That's
he took the Vikings to them in an NFC championship.
Are we acting like Garoppolo can't get it done? Garoppolo is injury prone. If he's not injury prone, he can get it done.
So y'all got wait. So what y'all got? 2 injury prone quarterbacks at the 1 and the 2.
Right.
Who you talking about? Baker? Baker's not injury prone.
Baker.
Yeah, he's injured right now. He's got a shoulder issue.
Yeah, but that's not injury prone though. Injury like Garoppolo cannot play a full season. He'll play 4 games. He's out 4. He's back in. Like he is injury prone.
Ultra sturdy. If that's your 1-2 punch.
Listen, I don't know what they. I don't know if that trade is going to go through. How they plan on doing it. But like I said, I personally at this point, if we had Garoppolo, I would start Garoppolo if he's healthy, and then let Baker. Over Baker right now, yes, right now. Right now.
Yeah, I don't think y'all would have like a quarterback controversy. It would be crazy. Like y'all be on ESPN every day.
That's just what Cleveland needs.
That sounds like that sounds like the Browns.
But Cleveland's mayhem. That might actually make them run smoother. That mayhem might actually kick the bike. You know how sometimes when your bike chain come off, you got to start the pedals to get the chain to snap back in place. And that might be that kick to put that chain in place for the Browns, because I see them being a team that operates good not under pressure, but under like a fucked up situation. Exactly.
Organized chaos.
Right, exactly.
Organized chaos.
But
no, I disagree.
If you plug Jimmy Garoppolo in with a healthy Browns team, both tackles there, Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt, I think they are way better than what Baker Mayfield.
Wouldn't work because Garoppolo doesn't throw passes outside of 15 yards, but 15 15% of time of the game, but you have Jarvis Landry and all these people on your team, and you don't expect to throw a deep ball or a deep fade or a post. Garoppolo doesn't throw those passes. When's the last time you saw a 49ers game with Garoppolo where the cameraman had to do too much moving?
He still got more arm talent than Baker.
Honestly, I'm not even joking. I mean, honestly.
That's true.
The cameraman
that's true, though.
move when you're watching a 49ers game because Garoppolo doesn't throw a ball beyond 7 yards.
Well, let me say this: even without him throwing the ball 7 yards, he still manages when he's in. He still manages to get his receivers yardage in the sense of like they'll end the game. What's the name? I remember when we went to
yardage. That's yak.
Well, that's fine, but my thing is like it's still like he can get Kittles might have 150, 200 yards. What's the other dude's name? Debo
Screen.
Debo Samuels might have that one game that I watched. He might have 200 yards. He already had a game where he had over 200 yards, and I think it was when they played Detroit. It was deceptive, but like I said, as far as like how they got it, but you know, he can. I can't think of a game where a Browns
Garoppolo over Mayfield.
Right now, yes. Right now, yes. I haven't seen
Baker's not your guy.
I haven't seen.
Let's be real here.
Let me run down the stats, right? Because Baker didn't have an awful game. He was 67.9% completion, 234 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, 202.4 QBR.
1 interception and a fumble.
The fumble was it. Yeah.
That's you can't do. I mean, we can't win with the interception.
It's not a bad stat line.
The fumble.
No, it's not even that.
Not a bad
but
stat
my
line.
thing is like, it's not that it's bad.
Yeah, sometimes the stat line doesn't give you the true story of the visual of watching the game. Like when you watch the game visually, sometimes you'll watch Kirk Cousins and you'll be like, how did he even get those stats? Because it just looks so trash.
Right.
But in Baker Mayfield's situation, it was just like key moments, key opportunities where he could have did something or didn't, or he tried to do too much and it backfired. And that's where, you know, you'd be like, man, like, what are you doing? It's like he tries to overcompensate, but he doesn't have the physical tools in order to do it. And I think that, like, I'm going to keep referring to that. I feel like he has the heart of a lion, but he don't got the skill set to be a lion. You know what I'm saying? It's like you got to know your limitations and be a smarter player than what your skill set or your heart tells you your skill set is. Like, that's why I feel like most of the time it backfires on him when he tries to do too much. And I understand his situation where he needs to have that feel for it. You want him to be a warrior to do it, but he also has to be a smart warrior to be like, you know what? Let me just eat this one real quick and come back. Like instead of just going for the gusto on so many situations where it backfires.
And I don't know who to blame for this, but there's a lot of times, and the stats don't often show it. It's a lot of times where he just goes 4 and out, man. And I know it's a little bit of everybody, but I also feel like, you know, the QB is leading. Like he's not moving the ball. You know what I'm saying? Like a quick 4 and out. Like, and it happens all the time. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like
I mean
certain quarterbacks at this point would, you know, they're gonna move the ball.
It happens to everybody though. It happens to everybody.
No, it happens very often with him. It happens very often with him. And this year, I have not seen him play as well as I seen him play last year. Like he had some games last year where I was very impressed. Like we talked about that Baltimore Browns game last year. Like he was on fire, even though the Browns lost. He was on fire. He was moving the ball.
Yeah. Don't forget that part.
Oh, calm down. But it was a good game, and you couldn't say that he wasn't an impressive quarterback in the game, even though they lost. They were going basically touchdown for touchdown. Like I said, I have not seen that Baker Mayfield all year. I have not seen it this year at all.
You wasn't a spicy chicken sandwich.
Brittany, you hear me?
It wasn't a spicy chicken sandwich.
You froze now.
They are who we thought they were in the words.
Stop it.
Danny Green. And I've been trying to tell you. See, you was talking all about my team.
We'll beat y'all, though.
when you should. I wouldn't even go that far.
I don't know about the cheesesteaks.
We'll beat y'all.
Cheesesteaks.
Not with
That's
no
a
Case
good game.
Keenum.
I want to see the cheesesteaks do it.
Not with no Case Keenum.
Listen, Baker will be back soon. I ain't worried about that.
Well, beyond all the nonsense, and I'll skip over. We'll skip over the Raiders. They got the win over the Broncos. That's all that matters.
Yep.
They are who we expected they are.
But bringing it back from that
y'all look good though. Y'all look good though. The Raiders look good though. I do want to give y'all props on that.
Thanks.
Despite all the despite all of the craziness going on, y'all came out and y'all did what y'all had to do. You know what I'm saying? And y'all ain't just like skid by them, like y'all whooped them.
But I figured that anyway, just because of it's the Broncos. You know what I mean? That's a rival team. Like them and Kansas City, we know very
and Chargers.
Did Teddy Bridgewater come out of concussion protocol? Did he play?
He was playing. Yeah, Bridgewater played.
Yeah.
Y'all should have been beat.
There's still a lot going on during the week, though. So, you know what I mean? You still got to give your team props just for, you know what I mean, getting that W with a lot of
I give him props. Even Carr, I'll give him props. He threw for 341 and 2 touchdowns.
Carr for president.
Kenyon Drake had 2 touchdowns
that's a nice
on
show.
them, 1 rushing, 1 receiving. Yeah, all that jazz.
And I seen him on my FanDuel, and I was going to pick him up, but who did I pick up?
I was thinking what's the name was going to do something.
Josh Jacobs.
Yeah.
Well,
he
Josh
didn't do
Jacobs,
bad, but he ain't do great.
They used him as the power back, and they used Drake as the finesse. So Drake usually ends up getting the better looks than Jacobs. Jacobs gets the harder earned yards. But I mean, it was a good game. I'm not hating on none of that. Even Carr, I still would like to get rid of him. I don't wish injury on anybody.
Right.
But I would like to see.
You want to trade? That's all.
I would like to see Mariota more this year, or another quarterback. But I would at least like to see Mariota get a shot, because I feel like he's proven that he's willing to at least have been given one, and he hadn't gotten one. So I'd like to see him.
With Mariota, wasn't he a starter at one point?
Tennessee.
Yeah, Tennessee.
Was.
For Tennessee.
Yeah, that's not a good system for him, though. All right. I'll
seems like a long time ago, too.
But every time they put him in whether it be Oakland or Las Vegas, he makes the ball move. He just doesn't get a chance to stay in the game for some reason.
Well, and it's because that style of quarterback just typically doesn't translate to the NFL well. I mean, you got to remember, he is he ran a fucking option system at Oregon. Like, I don't know if you're looking to have a pocket passer and somebody that can stay in it ain't him. I don't think, unless he's developed insanely. And it's hard to run those quarterbacks, especially somebody who's built like Mariota versus, say, a Josh Allen.
Right.
He ain't going to be able to take those hits that some of the other quarterbacks that run do.
Shit, but I'm saying, though,
Mariota is
better than Carr.
I don't know, man. You gotta think, man.
And
your coaches are seeing them in practice every day.
Right. I mean, and I know your hate for Carr. Carr's at 1,000 yards, and we're not even through half the season yet.
It doesn't matter. He does that every year, and he never makes the playoffs.
He's a stat pack.
And another thing too, they're kind of like the Bengals. Like, they don't run as much as they should. Like, they're not really running the ball, so he's gonna have some yards. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
And Brett, I saw your look when I said Mariota's no Baker. Mariota.
Oh, you said that? I didn't even hear it.
Or not Baker. Sorry, I saw your look when I was comparing Mariota and Josh. Oh. Mariota is 210, 220. He's
no. I was laughing because I was like, I thought that was a little Bills plug right there. I was laughing in my head.
It was more about the fact that he can't take the hits.
No, I don't think that Mariota, I wouldn't even put him in the same category as your guy. I don't feel like they have any similarities, and I don't feel like Mariota is trying to really run You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even know who. I told you
what he has to do. He's Russell.
I told you who I think Mariota is. What is he like? What is he? He's Hawaiian. What is he?
Polynesian or whatever.
Yeah, he is the Polynesian version of Jameis Winston.
No.
Jameis Winston?
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Brett, what's going on? What happened, Brett? What went on?
So Mariota has not thrown a pass this year.
Nah, Jameis
he
ran
ran more.
Like,
I'm saying if Mariota gets another shot where he can actually be a quarterback, doesn't have to worry about somebody taking his spot, getting pulled like he had the opportunity to at Tennessee, you will see that he runs hot and cold. That's all I'm saying. He runs hot and cold. Like when he's hot, he's hot. When he's cold, he's cold. Get him out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like, whereas I think with Carr, the reason why they haven't put him in is because Carr is pretty even keeled. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's just going to be average for you. You know what I'm saying?
So, I think that, like, I kind of get what you're saying on the comparison, but, like, Jameis hot and cold is more like an interception versus touchdown ratio.
Right.
He's still going to get you 4,000 yards, though, in the air. Mariota's not going to throw for 4,000. Like, his high and cold is going to be more like the actual yardage and stuff like that. There's going to be times where he just can't move the ball. Jameis is going to move the ball regardless. Like, he's going to get you the yards. He's going to get a lot of the turnovers, too. I don't think Mariota will give you as many turnovers, but he won't get you the production that Jameson could get you. But on the counter side of it, Jameson is going to give you a lot of the turnovers, but a high production rate.
All I'll say is that's a hard thing to judge because he only spent, if I'm remembering correctly, 3 years in Tennessee. One of them he was hurt, and the first 2 was his rookie and sophomore year, and he did decent without having top tier receivers there. Now, my question would then be is if you gave him decently top tier, like at least, I'm not saying that Ruggs is yet to be top tier or Bryan Edwards, but you still got decent receivers in Vegas. If you give him an opportunity to be that, could he not exceed what he did at that rookie year, which would end up being close to a 3.5 to 4,000 yard season?
I don't know. I mean,
the question I think is just opportunity at that point, and it just comes down to the fact that he's not getting it, and that might be for the fact that the coach sees him in practice, or that might be the fact that Gruden was the coach and him and Carr. There are
enough quarterbacks that if he was halfway decent, somebody would have traded for him or picked him up.
That's what I feel like.
But weren't there teams looking for him? There were teams looking for him. New England was in the running about talking.
Yeah, it's another one where he would not have been a good fit in New England. He wouldn't have.
That would been that's like a low budget Cam Newton if you want to put him in New England.
I mean, I understand what you're saying, but I also think that's operating off of a small sample size. You know what I mean?
I would comp his game more so to Cam Newton than to Jameis Winston if I was gonna do a comp on it. Not saying like he can just run the ball like that, but he's been utilized like that as far as just being a dual threat. I've never seen him be a pocket passer. I don't know if that's in his DNA to do it, but I've never seen him be a pure pocket passer. So I don't know. Jameis Winston can be a pure pocket passer. So I've never seen Mariota be that. That's why I put the comp more sort of like a Cam Newton, even though Cam Newton is way more built, physically structured. His physical structure can take that type of punishment. But that's all Mariota's ever been is like a RPO type of dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I've never seen him do anything else. So until I see him be a pocket passer and actually just wheel and deal from the pocket, I can never really say like, oh yeah, well he should be starting in front of someone because I've never seen him display the talent.
I mean, I don't even know.
Kelly, he's a running quarterback.
I think that the issue here, and I'm not just for Mariota by any means, but I think the issue here is a judgment based off of his collegiate accolades. Because when you think about it, even when he was in Tennessee, he didn't even have Chris Johnson for a year. He didn't have the opportunity to be an RPO quarterback there.
But the flip side of that is
he had to be the Baker Mayfield, the every option back. I have to be the guy that gets it everywhere at all times. And I think that can take away from the fact that maybe you can be. But if you don't get the opportunity to, everybody looks at you from the last sample size they saw you as.
I compare him to the Ohio State quarterbacks, point blank. Not built for the NFL.
And I'm not upset at that assessment.
That says a lot.
I'm not upset at that assessment. I just feel like opportunity. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
well,
at least the Ohio State quarterbacks got opportunity to show that they weren't anything but.
He does too. It's called the preseason.
I think the Baker Mayfield comp is not a bad comp.
No, Mariota didn't play in the preseason. That's what I'm saying. He just hasn't gotten the opportunity.
Hey, Cliff, that Baker Mayfield comp is not a bad comp, though. Like, if you think about it, I think if you put Baker Mayfield on the Browns, given what his talents could be, do you think that the Browns would be better with like a Mariota than a Baker Mayfield?
I think we never know. I think it would be the exact same, honestly. I think it might be a little better.
I think it might be. Mariota is more physically gifted than Baker Mayfield.
I think
so. It might be actually better. He runs faster. There's certain things that he can do where Stefanski can actually do an RPO. If you got a legit RPO with those running backs, where you got to respect the quarterback running, they would be very similar to like Baltimore with Lamar Jackson. Not up to that level as far as the quarterback play, but the respect that the defenses would have to give on the quarterback being able to run and the running backs being able to run.
So are we proposing a new trade here? OBJ for Mariota?
Mariota? That's terrible. No, they got to give us more than Mariota.
Give it to
us. I mean, like, you know what I mean? Like, they can throw you a couple of gift packages in there or something, but I do think Mariota would kind of fit y'all defense pretty good. I mean, not your defense, but your offense, though. Because I mean, when Cliff said it, it just sparked in my mind like that don't sound.
They would never some opinions on these pick'ems. What was you about to say, Brett?
I was gonna say they would never go for they would never just do a straight up quarterback trade for an older guy for Baker. I don't think anybody would do that right now.
Oh, I thought it was for Beckham.
Oh, I'm sorry, for Beckham.
Yeah. That's still a broke down Beckham. To
be honest with you,
a broke down Beckham, I still feel like you gotta toss something else in there.
I don't think that would even be a good fit. I don't think Carr would get him the ball. I don't think. I don't think that'd be a good fit.
Carr would get him the ball quick. Carr would throw him open, but he would get him the ball within the 2 steps that he had.
No, I'm saying like I don't think he would get the ball the way he wanted. No. Odell wants the ball
and keep going. He wants Carr's throwing it where the defender's already tackling you as you catch it.
Yeah, he wants a he wants the Hollywood pass, throw, catch, whatever.
I feel like that's going to take
my fault. I was going to say that. I'm going to leave that for another day.
Some politics.
Yeah, I'm going to leave that for because like what y'all saying leads up. What y'all saying is making it sound like Eli Manning's arm talent was a lot better than people ever gave him credit for them. Because obviously,
I think
obviously OBJ wouldn't be OBJ without Eli Manning throwing him the ball. So y'all saying Eli Manning arm talent was a lot better than most people give him credit for.
I think so.
Yes.
I think so.
Yes, that's true.
Well, I don't think
Eli. It gotta be. Like, well, how did OBJ get his name? It came from. He had to get the ball thrown from somebody.
Oh, miss.
Well, what I'm saying is,
like that, Cali.
I mean, I already said it. I think that each quarterback, as well as wide receiver, has their specialty things that they're good at, and I just feel like what Baker's good at is not what Odell Beckham Jr. is good at. So Eli could very well be much better at that type of pass than Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, no, from that standpoint, you're absolutely correct. That those are two different quarterbacks. The Eli and the Baker is two different. Eli is gonna throw it clean from that pocket. Eli is the quarterback, passer. Right? It's a quarterback that'll curl up in a ball instead of taking that hit.
He's a pure passer. Like he can get you every arm angle for the most part from the pocket, and he can throw it in the tight window. I mean, obviously, like
and he's tall enough.
Yeah, Baker's a little guy.
Right.
Baker's like 6 foot, 5'11", whatever.
He's not
5'10", I thought.
Maybe 5'8".
He's like,
you know, they hype people.
He ain't no 5'8". Come on, he's still bigger than Kyler Murray.
Listen,
Kyler Murray looked like a damn peewee player.
Kyler Murray's on the like field. 5'9", 5'10".
Yeah,
man, did you see him stand? Did you ever see when they broke the huddle and he was standing next to the offensive lineman? He wasn't even at the top of their numbers on that was before their shoulders. Like the numbers come and then the name, the shoulder. He was at the top of the numbers.
We know they hype people's sizes up. They hype everybody's sizes up.
I mean, I was a big fan of Doug Flutie back in the days. Like I'm always gonna be a fan of the short guy.
Not the Flutie.
I'm 5'8", 5'9". Doug Flutie.
Go grab the box.
Doug Flutie, Charlie Ward, all of them dudes, man, that was nice and short. Like you gotta think, if Charlie Ward would have came in the league now, like these years now, Charlie Ward would have been like how Kyler Murray is. You know what I'm saying? Like Kyler Murray ain't nothing but Charlie Ward 10 years, 15 years removed. If you remember Charlie Ward.
Can we agree that Baker cannot be over 5'10"? He cannot be.
He's over 5'10".
He's 6'1",
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Go Google it.
He's probably about 6'.
Google it.
Yeah.
I thought he was 6'1".
No way, he's 6'1".
5'11".
I know it's 6'1".
He definitely ain't no 6'1".
He's not 6'1".
They listed him.
He said, "I know it's 6'1".
They listed
him at that, but he's about 5'10", 5'11".
Look it up, Malcolm.
Shit, we getting into these picks, and since we talking about
y'all just copy my picks.
Let's
go
so
y'all can be right
with the Browns Broncos tomorrow.
Is Baker playing?
Nah, he's out.
No, it's shoulder.
Case Keenum.
Need Denver.
By the way,
Denver.
Baker is 6'1" according to Google. But anyway,
I gotta go with. Damn, I cannot do it. Browns.
Yeah, go ahead.
I got to. Okay. Browns by 3.
Smacked.
Okay.
Bridgewater playing.
Even though we ain't got no running backs, no quarterback,
no tackles.
This is the Brownie drama. Like it's hard to be a Browns fan. It's hard to be a Browns fan. Every year it's some shit.
Peoples is still good. I think Peoples is nice.
Don't you got Rashard Higgins still?
Who?
He played for the Bengals.
That's T. Higgins. Rashard Higgins is the other one.
Hey, Brick, y'all still got that hunt, don't you?
I believe I saw him.
I can't hear. Whoever asked the question,
is it 85?
Hey, Cliff, put me down for Denver by 6. Just put me down for Denver by 6, please. I'm gonna have to. I can't pick the Browns on that one. Both running backs out, quarterback out.
It's too many people missing.
That's a lot. I'm gonna just take. And I'm being nice, giving them 6, but yeah, I'm gonna say who's playing at home? The Broncos, aren't they?
No, it's in Cleveland. So just to be clear,
I'm gonna go with 6.
Just to be clear, the Browns have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people on the injury report.
And I know most of them. That's why I'm going.
It's a whole
the
fucking
Broncos
starting 11.
All stars.
It's a start.
I'm going Broncos 12.
God.
I can't even go against my team, even though I want to, but I can't do it.
I'm on Broncos 12.
Broncos by 7.
Shit, you could be loyal. Hey, Brett, you could be loyal all you want. Just remember, you'll always be a Brownie. And we
gonna beat y'all though.
I do want to point out last week that me and Malcolm was right on the points and the spread. I was on the Dolphins Jags game, Jags 3, and Malcolm was right on the Raiders Broncos game with the Raiders by 10. I want to point those out.
Hey.
And I want to say, even though I did pick Detroit to win their first game. Once you told me that the Jags and the Dolphins were playing in London, I had to go with the Jags. It just made more sense. You know, I just kind of knew. I was like, yeah.
The Jags have more experience in London because the NFL sends the Jags to London every fucking year.
Every fucking year.
Well,
Right.
Okay.
good day,
Well, my
mate.
pick's gonna be I'm gonna pick Denver. They're in our division.
Okay.
I'm saying Broncos is about 10.
I'm saying Broncos by 7.
Broncos 7.
So y'all think
for
it's gonna
Mike.
be a
Broncos
game, even though we
10.
ain't got nobody?
They still pro players.
No, and that's where.
They're it's not called the NFL
And
for
that's
nothing,
where I
Brad.
come
Wait, what'd you say, Les?
And so I said, and this is where I come in. It's time to spice this up, spicy chicken
Here
style.
we go.
So
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna go ahead.
This
and
fool
I'm gonna
ass
say
nigga
Denver.
said tie last week.
Bro, you did. I hated both teams. I want to fucking
You
tie.
did call a tie.
But
A
I was
tie.
like,
You know
fuck
how
it,
hard it is
zero.
for the NFL game to end in a tie?
man,
You
look,
so
that's how
outlandish. You
bad
so
the teams
outlandish.
were. No, I hate both
What
teams.
is it?
Spicy chicken, Denver 17. Let's go.
Okay.
Spicy chicken.
Denver's.
Everybody going with
Be
Denver.
the closest.
Yeah,
It's
Bro,
gonna mess around.
Yeah, we've been saying it's gonna be a close game because I mean you still got a pro team down there in Cleveland.
This the game I'm
Man.
waiting for right here.
They Cleveland. I don't trust nothing in
Raiders,
sports.
Eagles, Malcolm Money.
Oh,
I got
In Vegas.
Come out the closet,
I'm
Malcolm.
gonna say Eagles. I'm gonna say Eagles by 7.
Okay.
I want to reverse that. Raiders by 7.
Okay. Okay.
When do
I'm
they
gonna go
play?
Raiders
Sunday?
by 10.
Monday, 4 o'clock.
I don't know when they play.
Okay.
You said it's in what? Las Vegas? Like
Las
Vegas?
Las Vegas.
Oh,
I gotta go Raiders by 10.
Raiders
Oh, you
by
know what?
10,
I
Cali.
take that back. The Raiders
Cali,
by
Put
14.
Cali down for Raiders by 10.
Okay. Britt said Raiders 14 from 7. 14.
Yeah, because I got a feeling they gonna run one back. Defense gonna run one back.
Okay.
Can't bet
Raiders
against
14.
They say don't bet against your team.
Raiders by
I
12.
don't know. Why I feel like a
Raiders
cheesesteak?
12.
Then Jalen Hurts.
You can feel like a
me
cheesesteak. You just ain't
Give me
gonna find a good one in
cheesesteak.
Vegas. Is all.
I got
saying.
the Raiders by 10.
Okay, Raiders 10. Mike Brizzleton.
I don't know. Is everybody on Philly that's already out? Like there ain't no new injuries, right?
Not that I saw.
That's their coach. That's their coach. Look.
Hurts is out.
No, they
traded him to
away
the Cardinals.
Zach Ertz, the tight end, to the Cardinals.
Oh yeah,
he
I did
must-
see that. Is that? Oh, that's a good target. Oh,
That's
all right.
dumb to do.
I don't like that trade. That was terrible, and I think their compensation was trash. I'm gonna take the Raiders by 7. I'm gonna take the Raiders by 7.
No, take the cheese.
Right, you want a cheese steak.
You want to take the cheese?
No, because Zach Ertz, that is one solid ass tight end, and that is a great receiver.
He hasn't been this year. They're
He's
not
solid
missing anything.
regardless.
This
That
was
rookie,
regardless.
that rookie that's behind him's good.
I'm going
What's
Raiders.
his name, Malcolm?
I'm going Raiders by 17, and I'm saying Jalen Hurts throws 4 interceptions.
Yeah, right.
At least
Yeah.
2 or 3.
Or
4
2 or 3.
interceptions.
Yeah, right.
One of them's going back to the
man,
house.
he ain't pulling a Zach Wilson. He ain't doing a Zach Wilson.
Ah, yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
He's gonna throw them
Raiders.
some.
Watch this. I'm gonna get the
No.
spread and the interception. Raiders 17. Hurts 4
picks.
INT.
That's a lot in NFL game.
Like Brown
The fact that
Cliff.
you do 4 picks. is
Cliff,
terrible.
put me down for 2 INTs. One of them's a pick 6.
You gonna wash your draw? What?
Yeah,
You can put me
John
down for
Lewis,
one.
I gotta wash my drawers.
You can put me down for one INT.
I'm gonna wash your draw.
Hurts is gonna
Dark
throw one
stress.
INT.
One
He's gonna
pick.
throw
Oh,
one.
you better get the bottom bunk, boy.
Britt
Hey,
said
Carl.
2 picks, 1 pick 6.
of those two
I
picks?
say 0.
Right, one of the two.
I say 0.
One
Oh, he gonna throw one.
I say.
pick.
I don't think so. I've seen Hurts not throw picks. I have faith in the cheesesteak.
That's what's happening. Okay, next game: Ravens Bengals.
Let's motherfucking go.
This is
Dirty Bird
interesting
Nation, you
to
already
me.
know.
Okay, I'm gonna go
Hey,
Ravens.
look.
I'm gonna go Ravens by 14.
Mike Brown got Ravens 14.
I think it's gonna be a little closer.
Now
Jimmy
listen,
Joe Burrow is
listen.
any new injuries though?
Everybody good on those two teams.
Burrow
Yeah,
playing.
no, I don't think that. We good.
I
I'm
want
gonna go.
Okay.
to
Yeah,
say
go
the
ahead, go ahead.
Bengals so
I've been
bad,
thinking I do too, but I don't. I do too.
but I just picked
Ravens
the
have been
Browns,
whooping ass.
and I know that
Can't beat two Ohio's on top.
Man, they whipped Detroit. They whipped Detroit, and they went toe to toe with Green Bay. As far as
it's a divisional game too, and that you know how those
Right,
are.
yeah.
Those can go anywhere.
That's a toss up.
Where's it at? Is it in Cincinnati?
If it's in Cincy, I might.
It's in
Baltimore.
Baltimore.
Okay.
Oh,
Sam
okay,
B.
I'm going with the
More.
Ravens.
You already know what time it is.
Hey, I'm gonna say this: Ravens by 3.
That's cap.
I'm gonna go Ravens by 7.
Ravens
cap.
by 10.
That's more like it.
What'd you say, Mike?
That's more
I
like
said
it.
Ravens by 10.
That's-
I think it's a close game, but I think they kick a late field goal to put it away.
Ravens by 14.
I like those.
The
I like
Bengals
these
ain't got no
numbers.
defense at all.
Get off my jock, Malcolm.
Shut up.
What you got, Les? I'm going Bengals 3.
What?
Okay.
That's big cap. That's big cap.
Ooh, I want to.
to.
Hey, I want to call Bengals. I want to call Bengals 7 by 7, but I'm just going. They ain't at home. I'm gonna go with the Ravens.
I'm going Bengals 3.
Bengals just don't have quality.
You already
wins. Their 4 wins are over. I mean, I guess you could argue the Vikings. I guess I wouldn't argue the Steelers. And they beat the Lions and the Jags. They have no quality wins.
But they did go toe to toe with Green Bay, and they blew out the Lions. But they went toe to toe with Green Bay.
Let's stop. Let's pause. Let's stop the madness real quick, Callie. Bro, they ain't go toe to toe with nobody. It was a battle of who could suck worse, the kicker on this team or the kicker.
Hey, but Green Bay
Bengals 3.
is still a good team, though. Green Bay is still a good team, and if I remember, it was at Green Bay, wasn't it?
Yeah.
What you got, Les?
Man, I'm gonna go ahead. Not hold you any longer. Man, Ravens by 13. Man. You know, I got Tucker. I no.
13?
I got Ravens missing an extra point,
Ravens
man.
13.
Justin Tucker. Sometimes every now and then he get a little.
Man, you talking about the
left or
most clutch kicker in the game? What are you talking about?
Dude kicked it
He
from the
has
goddamn
missed
parking
extra
lot a
points. Look
couple
at
of
his
weeks
stat
ago.
record. He has missed like 5 in his career. I feel like he might be a little windy.
In his
From the parking
career.
lot. This dude kicked it from the parking lot 2 weeks ago.
You
Like,
caught that. I didn't even catch that. He said in his career type shit.
He did kick a few. He missed a
Yeah,
few.
we know he
missed a
can
few.
miss. We've seen
In
him
his whole
miss
career.
before, but let's be realistic. He don't miss often.
No, he don't. But you know, I think it's gonna be a little windy. 13.
All right. Jets Pats.
I hope they both lose. Actually, for Brown's sake. I want the Bengals.
Lord.
I'll call one of your ties.
Who you?
Jets Patriots.
Nah, that ain't.
I'm going Patriots.
Patty.
By 9.
Patriots by 14.
Hold on. Did we just skip over the Jets and the Packers?
No.
No, the
the
Jets play
Patriots.
the Patriots.
Yeah.
Oh, the Patriots. I think to the Packers. Okay.
Nah. Wait, what did you say, Britt? You
That's a
said
divisional. That's gonna be a goodie.
Patriots by 14.
something? Patriots 14.
What? Okay.
Okay.
Where
Patriots
they
by
at?
10.
Who's the home team?
Patriots 10,
Patriots.
Mike Brown.
Yeah.
They're in Foxborough. Okay. I don't got faith in Mac Jones that much though. Y'all giving him a lot.
I do. Patriots by 12.
I don't think it's gonna be him. I think it's gonna be the
I'm
scheme.
stupid.
They've been calling him Macurate Jones.
Macurate.
Jets by 3 in overtime.
Ooh.
Hey, I like that. That sounds like my type of game right there.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
Man.
Fred though. We're gonna pick against the Jets every goddamn week.
No, that's not. I don't have any hate for the Jets. I don't have any hate for the Jets. I just feel like I don't think that they're gonna go there and win. That's all. They're not that type of team.
If he don't throw 4 interceptions, we'll be all right. It's really down to who.
Don't worry about that.
Callie, you're gonna like this. I made my prediction based off of the facts that you have thrown out on the podcast. I feel like the Jets are gonna lose based off of the things that you said.
We coming off a bye week. We coming off a bye week though too. Remember,
they always lose. Teams always lose after a bye.
Y'all lost last week against y'all's confidence. So I don't see y'all winning the next game.
That's cool.
Y'all
so
already
said that
y'all lost the bye week off y'all's confidence. Y'all's confidence beat y'all on a bye week.
All right, so what's that pick so I can pick mine?
I'm gonna take everybody.
No, yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna take
I got a couple honorables after this. So,
all right, I got a Patriots. I'm gonna say 10. I'm gonna say a smooth 10.
That's 10.
Yeah.
All right, Britt, what you got?
She got Pat's 14.
Pat's 14. Okay. And he OG said what? He said Patrick. He said Patriots by what? 10. You got what? 9.
I got 9.
So
yeah.
me and Mike
was rolling.
I'm gonna go with Mike though too. Now I'm going with Mike on that. I'm not gonna go OT, but I'm gonna say Jets by 3. I feel like we could squeak one out in New England, man.
I mean, I did think that this was a possibly winnable game for you, but that's a strong possible.
My pick is based off of it being a bye week, and if LaFleur can actually get us to at least change the field position in the first half of the game. Not even the first quarter, but just the first half of the game. Just let us be in decent field position. Give us a couple of first downs on the first drive.
And my first thought was, what are they recharged off of? What did they? What
my thing is like, are they
lost? What are they recharged?
No, it's not even about. For me, it's not about the win or loss. It's about having a week off to look and see where you fucking up at. Like, obviously, you're fucking up on the play calling, and can you rectify that? Or do you want Zach Wilson to fit your system, or do you want your system to fit Zach Wilson? Like, that's what it comes down to.
Figure out in the bye week, but
next game,
we got Chiefs Titans.
I'm going with the Chiefs by 7. Again.
Okay, Les said Chiefs. Oh no, that was Mike. Mike said Chiefs 7.
Yeah.
And Britt said she going with Titans.
Titans 7. They rolling right now.
I agree. I do, but I don't know how I'm right. I think I am. I think I'm playing it. I think I'm playing it smooth though and going Titans 3.
I'm gonna go Chiefs 3.
Kelly said Chiefs 3.
Titans by 1. The Chiefs go for it on. They go for the 2-point conversion at the end of the game and don't get it.
Wait. Chiefs failed 2-point conversion.
Chiefs fail the 2-point conversion. Titans win by 1.
KC fail 2-point. Okay. I like the mic. I like how you get down. Because if you become right, then you gotta be praised. It's like, oh shit.
Yeah, he on his mic.
Right.
Go big or go home.
That's Mike Stradamus over there. He on his Mike Stradamus. Mike Stradamus right there.
Right, I like that.
I ain't been right yet, but you know.
No, but I like the swings.
Don't be like Les. It's gonna be a tie.
Nah,
They both gonna have footballs. It's gonna be amazing.
it's gonna be like fucking. It's gonna be a tie.
In the showers, Charles Barkley.
It's gonna be a motherfucker. Look, I be calling certain shit, and I feel like when it finally do come up, y'all gonna be like, yo, he was on to something. But anyway,
not if you call it every week. Not if you call it every week.
And I be saying, I'm gonna say outlandish shit all the time. My job is to be controversial. I'm always here to stir shit up. But
that's cool.
Now I'm gonna say, hold on, where we at? We in Arrowhead? We out of Arrowhead?
Chiefs Titans.
Chiefs Titans. Yo, no, I'm saying, are we at Nissan? Or are we at Arrowhead? Where we at?
Nissan.
Where's it at?
Nissan. It's in Tennessee.
It's Nissan.
Yep.
All right, cool. So,
hence my prediction.
I'm gonna take. Okay, I'm gonna take KC. And I'm gonna say 16. I'm gonna say they miss an extra point somewhere.
I think 16, that's a lot,
yeah,
though.
smooth 16.
But I mean, you never know what Titans team is going to show up.
Tyreek Hill, if he gets hot,
that's definitely a jalapeno sandwich.
I'm gonna go with what I know. I'm gonna say Kansas City pulls out a win. I'm gonna say Kansas City comes through and wins by 10.
10. Okay. We got a couple more to shoot through. We're gonna shoot through these. Washington football team Packers.
I gotta go with Packtown.
Packtown.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick Packers.
Washington is too inconsistent for me right now, so I'm going with the Packers. Packers by 17.
You know they got back.
You
know they got bad kicking problems, so you know.
Is it at Washington or at Green Bay?
Lambeau.
Oh yeah. I'll give me Packers by 10.
I want Packers by 17 as well, Cliff.
Packers 17. I'm going Packers 13.
That's what I was gonna go. Packers 13, but I'll change it up.
I like 13 too. Yeah, Packers 13.
12? Okay, you just want to be difficult. I like it. Packers 12. Okay.
Packers 13.
Packers by 7.
Field goals versus touchdowns. That's what the difference is.
Les says 13.
Yeah, I'm copying you, bro.
Mike
I like that
says
number.
7.
Mm-hmm. It's a nice little spicy number. I like
it. Falcons, Dolphins. I think this is interesting.
Atlanta. And let me say this too. Not only do I think Atlanta's gonna win, I'm gonna just add a little extra. Matt Ryan for 4 touchdowns.
Okay.
Cap.
All right.
Wait, who do the Falcons play?
I'm going to the Dolphins.
Who said Dolphins?
I said Dolphins by 10.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds about right.
I think this is the actual one time I'll say it might be a tie.
Oh.
Okay.
Bro, I really feel like bro, I legit feel like it's going to be like 17-17. They go to OT. They both just keep turning over the fucking ball. The refs are like, this is enough. And they just call it a tie.
We done with you, Les.
Falcons by 3 because everybody on the Dolphins is out. Their entire offense is out, dude.
Wait, who's out on the Dolphins?
Everybody.
Two is out.
Who is out?
Preston Williams, Devontae Parker. So they're missing.
I thought Parker might come back. Did they say he was ruled out for this week?
It says questionable, so you're right. He might be in.
He's day to day.
And then
you say 2 is out?
Yes, and they're also missing an offensive guard. They are missing 4 people on their offense.
Holy
so they got Jacoby. Jacoby is the quarterback then for the Dolphins. Jacoby.
Consistent.
I'm gonna pick the Dolphins then. I'm gonna pick the Dolphins by 6.
I like Jacoby.
I do too.
I like him better than Tua.
He's solid. I would take him over Tyrod.
Over Tyrod?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that either.
Yeah, Tyrod, he get hurt. He get poked with a needle and fucking fall out.
Well, that wasn't his fault. That was Savage.
I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying, though. I mean,
He hurt right now.
you know.
What's his excuse?
They
Right.
spoke with a needle and fall out.
He need
That
to
was
see
ignorant.
he need to see the league for residual damage.
He got poked with a needle the size of a car.
Fell
very
out.
large
No shit.
needle.
That needle was the size of
I
my
know,
car.
I know, man.
Fucked
My
in his
bad.
lung.
He got corona tested.
Give me
He
a
hit him with
lamp.
that swab.
No, they said, nah, we need to get samples from your lung, nigga. Lay down.
No
Justin
shit.
Herbert agent was the doctor.
Yeah.
The doctor didn't have the doctor didn't sterilize before it, so we got infected.
What,
Motherfucker poked his shit.
what is it? A tie, motherfucker? Is it really a tie? Falcons Dolphins tie? I'm just putting a dash.
Bro, I'm
in
not
this
even gonna
spot.
cap, bro.
Hey.
I'm really not gonna cap, bro. Bro.
Give me 9. Give me Falcons by 9. I think Kyle Pitts and them do a little something. Calvin.
No, I'm really calling that a tie, and I'm a bet it. I'm gonna go on FanDuel and put like $5.
Don't
on
you
tie.
dare.
I'm literally
Stop
going to
wasting
put
your
$5.
money.
I wonder what the odds are. I'm not what. You're not gonna be saying that when I become a millionaire off of betting tie when everybody think they're gonna
Listen,
win.
I ain't mad at you. We got 2 more and we out. So think about your hit the showers. I'm gonna save the best for last, but right now we got 49ers Colts.
49ers.
I'm gonna go with Colts by 7.
I think Garoppolo coming back this week too.
Where they at?
It don't matter. Colts got an indoor
doesn't matter.
stadium.
They're in
It's the
Indy, I
night
believe.
game. It's the night game, and it's in the West Coast. It's at San Fran.
Oh, it's in San Fran.
Mm.
I'm
That
calling
changes
49ers
things.
even if it was in Indianapolis.
Right, yeah. Give me 49ers by 10.
49ers by 14.
I think Indy's gonna shock a lot of y'all, but I'm not gonna be the one to tell you that. I'm gonna let the game
No,
speak.
you get a guess just like us.
You said 49ers either way. I don't know about that.
Yeah, that's just how I feel.
7.
Now keep in mind when I make my predictions, it's not based off of stats. It's all feels.
Are you just feeling 7?
49ers.
No, I say 49ers by 14. You got that, Cliff?
Yeah.
14.
Okay.
What'd you say, Mike?
Actually, I'm going to check that. I'm going to go 49ers by 2. They're up 9.
Oh, here you
And the Colts score a late touchdown, but can't get the onside kick to get it back.
So wait,
Another
wait,
you
wait.
had a
Spicy
lot
chicken
of
deluxe.
2-point
So
conversions happening.
how did they get? So what is it? A safety in a touchdown?
Oh, no. They're up by 2. All right, they're up by 9. The Colts go down the field, score, get the
up
extra
by
point,
9.
and then they can't
you
get
saying
the
like
onside
a-
kick to
Okay.
kick the field.
I see what you said.
So you throwing in like a field goal and a mixed extra point as well, pretty
I
much?
mean,
Or a 2-point
For all,
conversion.
for all I know, it might be 3 field goals to give them the 9-point lead. I don't know.
I get it though. I get it. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
Mike got
got
the
you.
spicy chicken deluxe.
That was
He's
just
not
aggressive.
No, you got the deluxe now.
Extra Chick-fil-A
You got the
sauce
deluxe.
on the side. Mike got that extra
Chick-fil-A
Chick-fil-A sauce on the side, man. Some of that Polynesian
Yeah, bro.
sauce over there.
All right, guys, we
Polynesian
got Les
sauce,
and
yeah.
Mike in the last game.
I'm gonna take shit. Just cause you know what I'm gonna take Indy. I'm gonna take Indy. I like Carson's performance. I'm gonna take Indy and I'm gonna say a smooth 9, all field goals.
Colts 9. Oh, field.
Hmm.
Okay.
Colts
I
by
can
who
see the
again?
Colts kicking field goals. I don't know.
A
Mal,
whole lot of them.
Colts by who again?
49ers.
What? Man, 49ers by 10. Easy. Carson Wentz is a choke artist. I know that firsthand with the Eagles. 49ers by 10.
That boy
Supposed boy.
on Sunday was looking
Trey
like
Lance, Garoppolo,
he was looking
no
like
matter
a
which
god.
one,
That boy
49ers
was
by
throwing
10.
that ball.
Last game. Saints Seahawks.
Well, is Russell Wilson
Is
still
Russell
out?
out?
He's out for a minute.
Yeah, he's still out.
2 months.
Are
He
they in
on
New
IR
right
Orleans?
now.
Damn.
Are they in New Orleans?
Matter.
Now that I don't know.
Russell's out. It don't matter.
I'm going with Jameis Winston. Let's go, Saints.
In Seattle.
It's in Seattle.
They're in Seattle?
In Seattle.
Yeah.
Saints by 7 then.
Who's who's the Seahawks quarterback right now?
Geno Smith.
Geno Smith.
Geno Smith.
Another person that cannot generate offense. He just can't do it.
But he almost beat the Steelers. He almost beat the Steelers though.
The
Steelers play down to their competition.
Steelers is trash.
I don't care.
Give me the Saints by 4.
4.
Yes, 4.
How they gonna score that 4?
Happen?
What's gonna happen is they're gonna be up by 7. The Seahawks aren't gonna be able to move the ball. They're gonna kick a last-minute desperation field goal, make the field goal, miss the onside kick.
Onsides. Sounds legit.
Onside kick is one of the worst plays you can do. It's one of the worst plays you can do because you can't move before the kicker kicks the ball. So now, like, onside kicks have went way down. There's no point.
No, they've actually been going up over the past couple years.
I'm gonna go 24-28.
They looked at it. It was like 15% since they put the little thing in where you can't move before the ball's kicked. It went down. It used to be like 20-something%. 24-28. That's a nice score, though.
24-28.
I don't think they're gonna score. I don't think they're gonna score 52 points, but damn. All right, I'm gonna take Seattle. You know what I'm saying? Take the homer teamer, and I'm gonna say over. We'll do a smooth 6.
Geno Smith can't get them
6.
the ball. He can't get Tyler Lockett the ball. He can't get DK Metcalf the ball like that.
And he don't need it. He got Collins. He got the running back, former Raven, Dirty Bird. So
Collins is questionable, and Rashad Penny is injury reserve.
Fuck. All right. Seattle still 6 though. Man, I got faith in Metcalf.
I'll be surprised if they win.
That's
very
they win that game.
That's why I figured.
Is that the Monday night game?
It is.
Okay.
I'm sliding on my parlay. I'm about to do like a crazy ass parlay, and I'm gonna show y'all the odds when I do it. But yeah,
put it in the group
like
chat.
A $2 parlay.
Still going Seahawks.
I will.
Take a picture, put it in a group chat so I can tell you what's wrong with your parlay.
Okay, I'm going.
Man,
I'm going Saints. Saints 6.
Saints by 3.
I almost want to say the Saints. If they were at home, I would say he gonna show out like he did that first game. What did I say? I said Saints by what? 7.
You said Saints 7.
Saints by 7. Saints 14. Take me up. Take me up one. Take me up a touchdown.
I got a question. Is Taysom Hill still out?
I think so.
Yeah, that I'm
not
not
sure. For that the injury?
He's not listed on the injury report.
But you got Mike Brizzleton.
That changes the game.
I'll take let's go 7.
Or Seahawks. Seahawks 7. Oh,
yeah.
Geno Smith ain't winning no games.
And then we'll
find out on Monday.
Maybe I said, all right, hold on. We said Saints. Yeah, Saints by 4. I had Saints by 14.
Okay. My fault. I didn't hear you. And then we had enough questions for the evening, so let's get everybody's hit the showers and we'll rock out this bitch.
Let me do my hit the showers first because I gotta go. So I got 2 hit the showers that I want to say. So I want to give. I don't even like doing stuff like this because I don't like negative talk on oneself. But I want to correct something that I said a while back. I think it was maybe this summer, like in August. I was getting on 2K for putting Candace Parker on one of the alternate covers.
I remember this call.
I want to go back on what I said and just because I had to go back and look at her stats and she's been very consistent, one of the top players. So I want to go back on what I said about her being on the cover of 2K. She deserves it. She just got a championship for the home team, for her home.
I didn't think anybody said she didn't deserve it, did we?
No, my thing was,
why would she be on there?
I felt like they should have used somebody younger, but again, it's about greatness, and she's proven herself time and time again, and her stats have been consistent over the years, even with her being in the league for a while in comparison to some of the younger people. So I wanted to go back on that. I wanted to just do a little correction, like her stats. She deserves to be on the cover, big shout out to her. For,
I take it back if I said anything too.
Winning that WNBA championship.
I know.
And my hit the showers actually goes to a player that I actually admire, which is DK Metcalf. I'm sure you guys seen what he said to Shannon Sharpe. He was not in his football mind when he made that last play this past Sunday, which cost them the game. So my thing was, he hit the showers because, even though you're great.
Shannon Sharpe
tweeted, he tweeted something like, what the hell was that? Or like, why did he do that?
Thinking?
Yeah, like what was he thinking? And he responded back to him like something.
Called him a little dude or a little boy. Yeah, like what?
And I just felt like
he did nothing in his career to even say that to Shannon Sharpe. Like, have respect for your elders.
Yeah, and I almost wonder if he even knew. Like, I'm sure he knows who Shannon Sharpe is, but do you really know who Shannon Sharpe is? Because Shannon Sharpe responded with, I hope your resume looks as good as mine at the end of your career. And he was basically like, what did he say? His response was almost like, it looks as good as yours now, or something stupid, like something around the lines of like, basically like Shannon Sharpe ain't did nothing.
He clearly didn't know who he was talking to.
And then he later came back and said, I hope I hope my career is as good as yours. He did later come back and say that. But I'm just saying, for him to hit the showers for the simple fact that he did not man up to his play. One of the things that when you play any sport, you got to be aware of what's going on, whether that's the shot clock, whatever it may be. And he clearly was not aware of his situation in the game at that particular moment when he tried to get those extra yards instead of go out of bounds. So hit the showers, DK. Still a fan, though.
That's all right. We can be fans and they can hit them. Who got next?
But I'm out of here, y'all.
All right, Britt.
I'm going to go ahead
Be safe.
and get mine.
All right, Britt.
I'm going to get out of here. Malcolm, are you still there?
What, Burgess?
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you're still there or not. We still on, ain't we?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Nick Foles. Let's go with Nick Foles again. He's not going to be a starting quarterback in the NFL. I heard you say some little slick stuff earlier, my man, about Carl Nassib, okay? So, hit the showers.
We protect our Raiders, and we love everybody.
Yes.
Motherfucker.
Yeah.
Silver and black. Motherfucker.
That's it. Bleed.
And you don't want to get demonetized. You don't want to get demonetized because the gay men run the world.
We don't have enough fans yet to worry about that.
It doesn't matter because I don't got no Gruden emails, motherfucker.
Not yet.
Well, it probably wouldn't be about that, but I probably got some crazy shit in my emails, so don't check them.
But I'm going to sign off to y'all, man, all right?
All right.
Peace, everybody. Y'all take it easy. Peace.
All right, be safe.
Yep.
Who hitting them? Who next?
I'll go next, man, because my phone on like 3%. I'm going to have to go with the Giants, man. I need the Giants to hit the showers, man. I'm not even a Giants fan, but they look like a train wreck right now. They got the Judge dude, man, another Patriots tree dude. Patriots tree is trash. They need to stop hiring these dudes just because they was on the Patriots. Because right now the Dolphins is looking like trash. The Giants look like trash. All of these is supposed to be Bill Belichick's disciples. Like, listen, man, Bill Belichick is like one of them dudes that he do what he do, but that don't mean he passing the knowledge on. And the Giants look like a train wreck. Dave Gettleman is terrible as a GM. They should have never picked Daniel Jones and Saquon Barkley, 2 horrible picks at the top of the draft, and that's why they should look like it look now. And that whole organization needs to hit the showers, man. Hell, they getting the worst back pages than the Jets right now, and that says a lot. For real.
That's crazy. Listen, they gotta hit him. Shit. Who next?
I don't know where Malcolm disappeared to.
I don't know. He probably tried to skip so he could hit him himself.
Hey, I'ma holler at y'all, man. My phone about to go, man.
All right, boy. We catch you. Be safe.
Peace.
Turn my light on. Hold up. Please.
There you go with his motherfucking ass. Who
There
in the
you go.
showers, Mark? You?
Man, the Eagles organization for trading Zach Ertz away for a nobody when we already don't have much.
He's taking my hit the showers. With double
That's
hitter.
my team. That's my team.
It's a double draw 4 on the Eagles.
Mm-hmm.
No reverses, none of that bullshit. All that hit them.
You do not pass go.
All
You do not pass go. You do not collect
Eagles
$200.
Eagles
Go
is
straight
dumb
to jail.
for that. And even if they was going to do that, I feel like you should have at least traded him off to the AFC. Put him in that pool full of motherfuckers that, is so many over there that he may drown with them. Don't leave him out there to be able to do harm to us.
He's
You know
a
what I
shark.
mean?
He's a shark now.
That's dumb. So, yeah, Eagles, that's why they got to hit him for me. What about you, Mike?
So here's what I got. I got 2 of them. One, Terry Porch, who is the sports field manager at Nissan Stadium, for not having that grass cut too low while Josh Allen slipped going in for the fourth conversion.
You are dumb as fuck.
Looked it up. Terry Porch. Eyes on you, man.
Ain't that like a white motherfucker to look up a Yelp? Listen, get my lawn
Got a
together,
Yelp review.
Jose.
And the other one, my real one, is whoever the fuck drafted the AFC schedule for the fact that all of these divisional games are back to back and at the end of the season.
Man.
Hit the showers. That's some bullshit. Do your job next year.
Is that a job?
There's got to be somebody.
Yes.
Just
So
making-
there's a schedule.
just
There's a
making the
schedule.
schedule.
Yes. Yes. That is a job.
sure it's by
There's a
committee.
coordinator for that. There's
Right.
I was about to say,
Yes.
NFL,
There-
you could pay me a smooth $20,000 a year, and I'll
make a schedule.
decipher the schedule and come up with it and turn it in.
But a
20
hot
now. It'll be the most interesting NFL season you ever seen.
For some reason, the Raiders are on Monday night every week.
Right. They like this motherfucker. Just give him the NFL pass so he can start putting it on the right schedule. Well, do anybody got
All right,
something
let me-
to
let me-
finish us out with?
Where my shower?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
nigga, you
Oh,
stalled it.
yeah.
We finna stall your ass out.
I had to get it together. Get it together.
Get it together now.
Man, my head's fucking ordered. No, it's good. It's good. So,
There you
man,
go.
Detroit Lions, man, you let me down. You didn't get the win. You lost. You let Jacksonville beat you out, man. To be the only. I think what are they? The only winless team now? Detroit's the only winless.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you know it's
Hey,
funny
so
about
Detroit,
that,
man.
Mike? That the week
Gotta
it was
hit 'em.
last week, and we asked you, and we said Jacksonville or Detroit. I answered for you the week before, and I said he gonna say Jacksonville, and I said if he didn't gotta ask him, he gonna say Jacksonville because I said Jacksonville, And I gave you the opportunity, and you said the Lions. And I said, God damn it, I couldn't even take him on the boat with me.
Well, I know better than get on a boat with a black man.
Listen, I can swim. I just don't know if we'll keep that.
He's a guppy.
All right, take us out before I get myself in trouble.
Listen, what you got, Malcolm? You seem like you going through it over there.
Man, kids, another day.
Well, kids don't got cell phones to text, so to anybody out there that has listened, enjoyed, whatever, like, subscribe, comment, finger work, troll, tell a friend to tell a friend.
Yes, sir.
And we will be back next week for sure, Wednesday. More than likely Saturday. More than likely.
What time is the Saturday show anyway? What time is the Saturday show?
6:30.
But we're gonna move it to 7 a.m. starting next Saturday.
But we gonna move it to motherfucker.
Can we move it up?
You said what?
Can we move it? Yeah, I would do it Saturday
up earlier.
Yeah, man. Like, can we do like a noon or something, bro? Like 11. I mean, let's get it. You know, like it's a lot going on in the world. You know, let's move it up. 6:30 is kind of lucky.
Yeah, no, we can't move it up to no noon.
Shit. Like,
but what we may be, you may be able to. What we'll do is we'll talk later.
Yeah,
but
talk
for
later.
Everybody else
in the loop on that one.
Right. Everybody else out there, like, subscribe, share. It's just finger work. That shit's free, and you do it all the time, any other time, for a lot of different reasons.
That could be. I knew he was going
click
there.
that
all
motherfucker. We'll see you next time, bitches.